what really goes on behind the curtain in WWE. So the last match that I ever had in the WWE was actually the first ever cruiserweight tour in WWE history. I'm wrestling my mentor, Dusty Rhodes' son, Goldust. And at the end of the match, Dudley boys come out, do the thing, what's up? I go backstage, I've lost my title, I get through the and at that moment, I had created shirts and it said on it, today is the best day of my life. I can't wait for tomorrow. And I got fired the next day. I'm not one of those who complains about his situation because I'm doing an autograph signing with Big Cass. The next day I fly home. Between the time that I saw Cass at 10 p.m. and this next morning, he's cleared 230 racks, 3 bottles of Jack, like cases of wine. No human can drink this much except for fucking Andre the Giant and probably Big Cass. He's trying to kill himself. This guy gets his together, signs a wrestling contract for AEW at All In, making a real comeback. What a story. Bro, they tell you don't meet your heroes because they'll let you down. I met them all. You want to talk about somebody who is hilarious?
Hey guys, if you're not subscribed, please smash that subscribe button and hit that like button on the video. And if you don't have time to watch this episode right now, no problem, but I'd really appreciate it if you would save it to your watch later playlist. Finally, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram and X, those links are in my description below. Thank you.
The guy that I got introduced to through Mickey Gall, the UFC fighter. Mickey's a Jersey guy, badass. He's famously known as the guy who choked out CM Punk. Yeah, no shade at Punk. Yeah. He got in the octagon, give him credit. But nonetheless, this guy's a badass, badass, Mickey Gall from Jersey. And he's a fighter, and he's into comedy and podcasting, and he works with a guy named Gerard. And they're funny, and they're wild. And they introduced me to Tommy G, who...
Not my Tommy G.
Not your Tommy G.
Right.
Tommy G from Jersey robbed a bank, all right? Went to jail, got out of jail, went to Wall Street, made a ton of money.
He went to Wall Street?
Then started tipping off books and creating lines for sports books, created a Discord where people could get his betting tips. Huh. And he was the guy who Mickey famously introduced me to. And I was like, bro, you're... Like, I think I know crazy... Like, this guy's crazy in the best way possible because you can't offend me. Like, it's not in my nature, bro. Be you, be crazy, say whatever the you want, dude. As long as you ain't hurting nobody physically, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a what you do. So,
Enzo, if our state had a mascot, I feel like you'd be it.
I've been him for a minute, man. And we talk about him. I just came back from this morning. I'll break this groundbreaking news right here. Six Flags Great Adventure, Jackson, New Jersey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Come on back.
Exit 7A.
Come on back. Exit 7A. Great town. Now, Gotham City is a great town. It's a great town to run a wrestling show, if you ask me. So, currently, I am the flyweight champion at Fourth Rope.
Yeah, this is
one of the nicest titles in pro wrestling. I would like to, you remember, you can only be canceled by your boss.
That's right. That is absolute. We're going to get to that, but that is absolutely.
You can only be canceled by your boss, the guy who pays you.
That's right.
And my boss used to sell crack. I mean, what? Shout out Westside Gunn. Shout out Smoke Dizzle. And we're out here. So I wrestle for the flyest wrestling promotion in the world. There's a new wrestling promotion in town. It's called Fourth Rope, and I am the mayor of this town. Shout out OG Russ down the block. We're in Hoboken. Me and you both see each other passing
every goddamn day.
Every day. So we initially said you had a mutual friend of mine, Ferg. Shout out my man Finn Balor. Finn Balor.
Finn Balor. Yeah,
Finn Balor's real
great
name.
guy.
You know, but he is.
I thought you were talking about the other guy.
So I have an Irish passport. And, you know, nobody, Fergal knew that when I was in WWE, but I'd never been over to Europe, and I had never been to Ireland.
Wait. Whoa. Your stage name is Enzo Amore.
Enzo Amore.
And you got an Irish passport.
Yeah, bro. Shit took on a life of itself, didn't it?
I guess so.
So, no, I'm half Irish. My mom, her mom, her dad, so my grandpa, my grandma are from Ireland. They're from Roscommon, the Westside, Galway area. Got a lot of family still in Ireland. And my family migrated over here. Actually, dude, true swear to my grandmother. So my grandmother passed away in 2019. So I have a song out there called Grace by Real One. It's a real beautiful song. It's touched a lot of lives. And when I meet people in public settings and they come to my meet and greets and they bring this up, it means more to me than any of the wrestling does. So it's a beautiful. My brother makes music videos. He's he's done a lot of DP work for Lyrical Lemonade, Cole Bennett.
Cole Bennett's a genius.
Cole Bennett's a genius, and my brother's a genius as well. And he proved his worth with my first music video, Phoenix. So my little brother makes this video, Phoenix. Next thing you know, he's on all these Jack Harlow projects, DP on a project for Post Malone, the song called Motley Crue on the NASCAR track. That's my brother's shot. So those pictures you see Post walking in the NASCAR outfit, it came from my brother's lens. And a lens is a beautiful thing. The way he sees the world is not quite the way I see it. Obviously, I don't have that talent. I think it's wonderful and remarkable, but my brother's had more success in his line of work than really I've had in mine. And I'm a two-time cruiserweight champion of the world in the WWE.
I was gonna say, you've held your own.
I've held my own, bro, but my brother's doing his own thing, and I'm so proud of him. A BA Cinema, Bret Arndt working. He's got agents at Gersh and the whole nine, and he makes my family proud. He's got a beautiful wife. They live in Santa Monica, and it's a wonderful thing to see that, what is success? If you ask me, success is unto others, right? How are the people that you grew up with? How many opportunities do you provide to other people?
Right.
And I know that people have their feelings about, my old boss, Vince McMahon. And to that, I always say, like, man, say what you want about what the guy does in the bedroom, but he's doing it in the bedroom, and I'm not invited, bro. I've never been invited to the gangbang. I would like to put that out there. Never been invited to the gangbang.
Get that crying meme up there. How are the Vince McMahon gangbangs?
No.
Special.
Damn it, man. Look, and I love Vince. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. He changed my life, and he did it way before he changed my life as a employee.
How do you feel about that?
I was a kid, man.
I know.
I just loved this as a kid.
I know, but Enzo.
So those are memories provided to me by a guy and a brain and a remarkable, vision that he had, much like Walt Disney. Like, we could sit here, we could scrutinize Walt Disney, right? But how many of you kids how many kids grew up, loved that shit, and we're better because of it, probably, or had a dream or a goal, and really, man, when it came to the era of attitude, as they would call it in WWE, I mean, I was just running around the school screaming, "Suck it, suck it, suck it, dude!" Super kick, bro, and it's like, damn, that affected me. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I knew what I needed to do, bro. Shawn Michaels won the Royal Rumble. He entered number 1. And you got to remember, this shit's real to me, right? He wins the Royal Rumble. He enters number 1, and he's the smallest guy in it. But when he wins, the ultimate prize, bro, Pamela Anderson. Now, if you were a kid at that time.
Hey, listen, Pamela, she still got a slider. Thing's
Brother,
82,
have you
it'll
seen
fall
all
out
this
below
no makeup on?
Yeah.
Pam.
Yeah.
Pam out here, no makeup on. Put the makeup back on.
Listen, it's still Pamela Anderson. We show some respect around here.
No. Like, have you seen what makeup can do?
No, I understand.
Have you seen the pictures of these crackheads that present themselves as females?
Yes.
That go into drug and get caught up in the moment, and all of a sudden, you ever see that? What's his name, bro? That guy in Florida, that chief that arrests people and has press conferences, Brady something or other. Yeah. Now pull some of that up. That's good entertainment, brother.
Are you talking about the guy who welcomes people at the airport to Florida? He's like, "Welcome to Florida. You've been extradited here for
brother, there's a sheriff in town out there in Florida. When he throws guys in there, dude, he'll have a whole press conference and just tell it how it is. And I promise you, his name is like Grady or Brady.
I think I'm thinking.
This guy is top bro. This is some of the best entertainment on. Bro, I was out in Florida hanging out with my buddy. Shout out DJ Lughead. I'm hanging out at Lughead's house, right? And dude, he just starts playing this live stream for everybody and all the Floridians. Okay, I lived in Florida for 5 years.
I can't tell.
Florida, America's basement.
Right.
Bro, some of the people you see out there, the leather jackets on these corners, dude. There's a crackhead of a different type in Florida, of a different type, and they got leather skin. And I've seen some. So there's a guy out here making a whole scene of what these people are doing and what he's fighting. Did we find any of it?
Grady the sheriff, this guy?
Oh, yeah, here he is.
Oh, I have seen this guy.
Oh,
it's not who I was thinking of.
Oh, my God. This guy. When I lived in Florida, bro, this guy put out the best content going, too. This guy was Logan Paul before Logan Paul, and he wasn't even trying to be. He was just putting out YouTube footage that I couldn't get enough of. He was just telling you about the guys that dress up like girls, and then you catch the teacher in the Turnpike parking lot on 95 sucking dick. It's like he says it. He found a pair of shoes. What does he have to say about these shoes?
Hit me.
Shout out Wale with the white shoes, the Jerry Seinfeld. All right, here we go.
Is this what we're looking for? Quotes of the year.
This is best of.
This is his best.
Yeah, to hit the volume button on YouTube.
This guy is
on
good.
YouTube, Joe, it's way low there.
Yeah.
This guy is good, brother.
I'm scared.
He's good, dude.
Here we go.
Hear what I said? Did you hear me? Did you hear me? Did you hear what I said?
Oh, fuck
I want you
yeah.
to understand what deviants these people really are. I had a wish you were here vacation. It was at the county jail. This is a peaceful protest. This is a riot. This is a picture of Christopher. It's a very nice picture in his state prison outfit. You see, if you loot, the next thing you can try to steal is something off of your food tray at the county jail.
Look at this Santa's back there.
He's a bad man. The Southern gentleman who's now a battery suspect who is. Some people are slow learners. This is peaceful protest. This is violence. Charged him with 408 counts of child pornography. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? So she offers this truck for sale for $200 and says the owner of it's not going to need it any longer because they've been murdered. Did you hear what I said? Did you hear me?
The what?
Did you hear me? He was purchasing soiled underwear.
Bro, this is like the compilation of your favorite porn star that ain't what you wanted.
Sometimes you think you're passing gas. You're not.
All right, that's good, Joe.
You can't.
Oh, my God.
All right, brother. He could do a lot better. If you look into this guy, he's good. But yeah, so makeup does wonders for pro wrestlers as well.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. Preseason football is underway and college football season is here. So don't miss any of the action this football season on Prize Picks. Now, y'all know I'm riding high after the Eagles won the Super Bowl last year. We are looking to go back to back. I'm liking this roster. We'll see what happens. But I'm also very curious to see how the great Saquon Barkley can follow up what was the greatest season I ever saw a running back have in the NFL last year. So thank you to the Giants once again for giving us him. But we can all enjoy this upcoming season with a little bit of Prize Picks in our life on Saturdays and Sundays. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 different player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you can cash in and win up to 2,000 times your money. Prize Picks is also the best way to get action on sports in more than 40 states, including California, Texas, Florida, and Georgia. The company puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Prize Picks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more for quick and easy deposits into your account this football season. Furthermore, Prize Picks invented the Flex Play, which means you can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. So you think you know which players are going to go off this season or which ones aren't? Go make your picks in less than 60 seconds on Prize Picks to turn your sports opinions into real money all season long. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code Julian to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. You can download the app via Apple or Google's App Store, or you can also check it out using the link in my description below. Once again, use code Julian to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game.
Okay.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
Now we've seen.
I see you now. I mean, holy shit, bro. You got some work to do.
Brother, I've never put on a makeup in my life. I refuse to shave my chest. I'm not one of those, man. I never put on the underwears, and I'm going to be honest with you.
I'm glad you didn't shave your
I'm going to be
chest. I'm
honest
out on
with
that.
you guys. When I was a kid, it meant something to me what the wrestler wore to the ring. That was a big cool and it factor, right? Shawn Michaels had the coolest shit, dude, and he scored Pamela Anderson by beating 29 other men in the Royal Rumble and entering first, and I knew damn well what I needed to do, right? I needed to win the Royal Rumble, bro. And I needed to get Pamela Anderson. So makeup, no makeup, I'm still in, Pam. If you ever want to,
Liam Neeson might have something to say
jump
about that
back into
on
the
cell
wrestling
phone.
biz. Oh, is Liam Nelson with that?
Oh, Liam, you haven't seen this? They're the new It couple, bro.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I know. He's about to call you and tell you he has a very specific set of skills to make him a big danger to people like you. I would not lean on that.
I still love you, Pammy.
Listen,
brother, I'll get taken for Pam.
We got to pull this up. They're like the It couple,
bro.
now.
He's in the new Naked Gun, right?
They're feeding each other.
This is unbelievable.
I know.
Holy,
I know.
Shit
So
balls.
his wife,
she's like the new. When is she gonna get back? Has she got a talk show yet? No, TV ain't handing out.
Keep it pure.
Get the podcast going.
No, keep it pure.
She's like
No
Barbara
podcast.
Walters now. Look at her ass.
No
What the
podcast.
fuck?
Keep it pure.
And he looks like Harrison
He looks
Ford.
the same, bro.
I mean, he's got
He hasn't aged
that
in
side
20 years.
shot when his jaw had a little turkey on it.
Not
That was
not. You're
his shit
being
was
tough.
stretched out a little bit. His shit looked like, even though his nuts hit the ground,
this
dog.
house,
That guy's
Liam
Benny
Neeson
Saggins.
hasn't aged.
Liam Neeson is Benny Saggins. And fucking nuts is hitting him in the, his hitting Pam in the fucking stomach. They're coming underneath, whacking him, whack. This guy's got Benny Saggins. Look at that gaggle around his neck. The fuck out of here. I'll tell you right now, Pammy can still get it. I don't give a fuck. And hey, you know what? Shout out my love of my life, Lisa. I think she might give me a pass on that. No, shout out Lisa Ann. She's big on the fantasy football too. That's my homegirl. I was in a cartoon with Lisa Ann. That's right, made by Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis.
A cartoon?
Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis.
They were cartooning her in her prime?
Brother, she's the voice of a cartoon character that plays the mom of wrestlers in a trailer park, made by Mila Kunis, and it's available in NFT form, though. It's a crypto cartoon.
Oh, my God.
And they made this cartoon called The Gimmicks.
How are you not in jail yet?
And it's me, Gallows, and Anderson, these wrestlers that were in this group called the Bullet Club, and in the WWE they wrestled me in a ladder match on WrestleMania 33 against the Hardy Boys and Sheamus and Cesaro. So yeah, these guys and Rocky Romero, who's a wrestler in New Japan. So we had this show. It was like a cartoon called The Gimmicks, and it was like a South Park type cartoon. And Lisa Ann was the voice of the woman on the show.
Classic. Classic. She was hosting a show with Raybold, right?
She does. She does a lot of football, fantasy football. Man, she's cool people, bro. My buddy Christian. Shout out to Bill's Supper Club on the Upper West Side. You got to go eat there sometime.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's a great spot, man. And Christian introduced me to Lisa Ann. There you go.
It's interesting though to hear you going back what you were saying a few minutes ago. Talk so positively of your time at WWE, because it did change your life, and you rode that wave for 6-7 years there.
Yeah.
You're in there a while and everything, and you seem to have a lot of respect for Vince McMahon. But I gotta ask,
look, man, I don't give a like when I was talking about it earlier. I said to you, when you provide opportunities unto others, success for the people around you. First it starts with the people closest, right? Keep your circle small and keep the squares out of it, and help your family, right? And you provide jobs, right? Well, think about the amount of employment, even for union workers, that he employs when he comes to town. When the NBA, when the NFL comes to town, it's like, okay, when we're a wrestling show and we come in on a Monday night and we're showing Raw, and you're at New York City, you got union workers that come in because you can't hire anybody else, and they get fucking work, an opportunity, and you see people there until 4 o'clock in the morning shoveling cable through their legs. All right. And that's just a guy that he's helping out when he's swinging through town. And people forget about, never bite the hand that feeds you. We put a little money in your pocket. Like, so my loyalty was, if you talk to Eric or if you're talking to Enzo, because I could cut a promo and, play the character and bury WWE and
Eric
all that.
was your original name.
No, Eric is my real name in real life.
But are you talking about the character or yourself?
Eric is me. The human sitting here at this table is Eric. Not a far cry from Enzo. So, so Enzo Amore is a name owned by WWE. My name and likeness now, my IP, my insignia, my logo, what I own and copyright trademark is a real one, REAL #1.
So you can't use Enzo Amore for
no,
your
it's funny
own
though. I
products.
was just on a show. You know, I'm wrestling presently as the flyweight champion at the newest, hottest wrestling promotion in the world called Fourth Rope. Zilla Fatu is the heavyweight champion. The Hardy Boys are the tag team champions. I'm the flyweight champion. I'm so blessed to have that opportunity. I really mean it. I'm a soldier for Smoke Diz and Westside Gunn. If they ever need anything from me in the ring, out of the ring, I'm always there. So, you know, I'm at the ground floor of something really special. And it's something that, you know, I've been able to visualize and recognize when I'm in it because I've been in it before. And, you know, when you're a part of something special. I was a part of something really special. And if you don't know wrestling, when I got signed in 2011 was my tryout. I started on July 1st, 2012, and there was a recent article that that really touched my heart from my favorite pro wrestler, actually. If you ask me who my favorite wrestler is, it's Ric Flair's daughter, Charlotte Flair.
Why you like her?
Ashley. I started with Ashley July 12th. So July 2nd of 2012. And we started our journey together. There was a bunch of us there. She was Ric Flair's daughter, man. That's a lot of pressure, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot, right?
Legend.
And a lot of hate, probably a lot of side eye and a lot of thinking, you know, she's getting opportunities that I deserve or bop,
Right.
bop, bop. And it was actually only a handful of us that survived that first group, but we're the first group of people that were brought in by Triple H, Paul Levesque. And he took over talent relations. So when I came in, or, you know, hiring talent, you know, I think when he got in that situation, Vince McMahon kind of looked at him and was like, what do you think we need to do as the COO of the company? And it was like, invest in talent. I think we need the next crop of stars. And so he went about doing that, and he did it. I mean, he created NXT. And when I say I was a part of something special, that was it. I was a part of NXT.
But you didn't have the story is impressive because it's not like you came up through the wrestling circuits or anything.
No,
Like
I
they
never
found
wrestled.
you in a gym somewhere. How'd this all go down?
So I never wrestled before in my life, but when I always wanted to be a wrestler. And when I say that, it's like, bro, I can't even reiterate it, dude. They didn't teach me in school. I learned how to read and write, but then I took all my classes in a library. I knew I wanted to be a wrestler, and I couldn't understand why a teacher was trying to tell me what to do. And I'm like, I could make more money working with my hands on a moving truck, working for my football coach Gino, than you guys are getting paid as school teachers.
Right.
And I understand that, and I'm only 12, 11. And I'm looking at a teacher like, I don't need algebra. I don't care about science. I don't care about reading and writing because I know how to do enough. And if I can write it out, I don't care if I spell it wrong. If I understand it, I can speak words. And this is all I need because I want to be a pro wrestler. And I know what I want to do. And that's your problem. You got a bunch of people here that don't know what the they want to do. They're a bunch of kids, and they're scared to shoot for the fucking stars. Yeah. And they want to be a fireman. They want to be this, but they don't know. Do I want to be a fireman? Do I want to be a police officer? Do I want to join the army? Do I want to have a desk job? They don't know what they want to do. They're going into college undecided. And I went to Springfield College in Massachusetts because that's where the WWE champion played football, John Cena.
No I didn't know that.
So I was like, let me just chase John Cena's ass down.
You were playing football, right?
So I played in the North. We were talking about our buddy. Shout out Chaz Servino.
Shout out Chaz Servino.
Chaz Servino's a good kid.
He was episode 40 on this.
I was telling you, he's younger than me, bro. I don't fucking believe it.
No, he's born in 87. He's like a year.
But he might be one of them younger 80s or older 80s. One of them kids that are a sophomore when I'm a senior, but I'm born in 86.
Bro, he was Wes Welker before Wes Welker. He's
fucking
old enough
dirty.
to be that.
He was
4'3", 40.
He played quarterback. He played quarterback in high school.
And safety.
So here's how I got in the WWE, as you were mentioning. Okay, so I know Chaz Servino through DeFranco's gym. And Joe DeFranco created a speed program and a strength program at a speed school called Poughkeepsie. I believe at the time Phil Simms sent his sons at the time, Chris Simms, Matt Simms, big names in the local football, New Jersey tri-state area. This is where all the best went to train at Poughkeepsie's. Joe DeFranco leaves there, creates his own thing, and he really takes with him the best athletes. And Brian Cushing, NFL Rookie of the Year, played in USC for a fucking kid, was a stud.
Yeah, he was
played
a good
against
player.
Texas, and in the fucking national championship started as a freshman, right? It was Vince Young's, Vince Young's famous game. But,
Yep, 41-38.
but I was pulling for Brian. I mean, I hated what they did to Notre Dame every year. Shout out my cousin Billy Lyons, who's out at Bergen Catholic now. They just won a state championship, and he was a freshman. Got a varsity letter, stood on the sidelines at MetLife, didn't get in the game, I don't think. But fuck it, dude, freshman varsity letter. Good for him. We're proud of him as a family, and he's got the last name Lyons from my Irish side with the Irish passport. I'll bring these things back around. So I'm half fucking Irish. I'm a quarter Italian and a quarter German.
You're only a quarter Italian?
Quarter German. My dad's half German, half Italian.
I feel like my whole life's a lie now.
Half Italian,
Enzo
half
Amore
German.
is quarter Italian.
I got fucking.
That's like when you found out that Nero's only quarter Italian. It just ruins it.
Does it?
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm sorry about that. You know, they used to call him fucking.
I don't trust your pizza
You ever see that? You ever
opinions
see
as
the
much.
fucking video of the fucking old timers that hang out in the hood that De Niro grew up in, and they're like, we used to call him fucking Indian Bob.
No, I haven't seen
Look it up. It's good shit. They
But
just
you
bury
were-
him. Like
You were working out at the Francos. That's what you were
De
saying.
Niro came up like, how do you know me by that name? You know, and they're like,
You talking to me?
we used to kick you around when you were a fucking kid. Get the fuck out of here. It's like, these old timers, they lived on his block, bro. They're still sitting there talking shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm working out at the Franco's gym with your buddy Chad Servino. Shout out Joe DeFranco. He's changed a lot of lives, man. He's a real motivator.
Stand up and give him a proper shout out because I
Okay.
understand he's forever tied
Joe
to you.
DeFranco right there. You know, and these fucking shaky legs. Yeah,
You
Joe.
got a tattoo
Hey, it's
of
an upper
another
body
man on your
business,
body.
and I ain't even in that one either.
You got
I
a
ain't in
tattoo
that
of
cat.
another man's name on your body. That's interesting.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because my brother-in-law won't even wear somebody's jersey because it has a name, and I got this tattoo. But, you know, it changed my life, and to that point, it changed other people's lives, man. And there's kings and queens out here walking this earth that owe a lot of loyalty to Joe DeFranco. So I would never say a damn thing but put positive things about WWE. My experience there, you know, at this age, you know, like, bro, I'm fucking 7-8 years removed from being there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still making a living. I'm the fourth rope flyweight champion of the newest promotion, and I haven't wrestled for another major wrestling promotion since I left WWE.
In 2018.
2018.
Yeah.
So I've been gone out of these streets for a long time, but I played the waiting game because honestly, I just didn't see a place where I fit, and I never made the call. I never picked up the phone and contacted, WWE and asked them for my job back. So
You never did. I mean,
Never.
that's why I'm like, I'm always impressed when people can look at the bigger picture of stuff, especially when it's personal and hits close to home. Because let's be honest here. In society, we have a problem with the apology not only not being as loud as the accusation, but louder than the accusation when that's proven false. And you, provably, by everything that came out publicly, were completely railroaded and had your career at WWE ripped from you out of nowhere and got they just said, all right, you're fucking gone. You were accused of a horrible thing, and it was then proven in evidence in court. It didn't even go to court.
Well, I never went to court. I never even got a fucking phone call from the cops. I
Right.
never got a phone call from police.
Some
Never
girl-
spoke to anyone.
Some girls, for people out there, some girl accuses you of something.
And it went viral on Twitter
Right.
on the 25th anniversary of Monday Night Raw. Now, here's a little play for you, okay? On the 25th anniversary of Monday Night Raw, I walk in a building, all right? I'm in Brooklyn, and something's going viral on the internet that I'm not even aware of yet. And I see Stone Cold and Bubba Ray in the hallway. And I'm like, fucking, this is the biggest Monday Night Raw of all fucking time, bro. Of all time. And I'm featured in a 3-hour thread of the show. I get the script for the show. I'm wrestling my mentor, Dusty Rhodes' son, Gold Dust, in a full fucking circle moment in my life. I'm the cruiserweight champion. It's a non-title match. I'm wrestling Gold Dust. And at the end of the match, the Dudley Boys come out. And I have a group with me at that time as a cruiserweight champion. We're doing 205 Live cruiserweight tours. So the last match that I ever had in the WWE was actually the first ever cruiserweight tour in WWE history. We were doing so well as a unit, the cruiserweights, that they ended up putting us on tour. So I ended up in Poughkeepsie, New York, having my last match there against Cedric Alexander and retaining the title. And I show up to Monday Night Raw the next day with the title. And when I get there, I go through rehearsals with Goldust in a fucking ring. I'm fucking seeing Bubba and Stone Cold talking to him. Then I get to a point where I'm, okay, now we're going to do you and all the legends of pro wrestling that are featured in the 25th anniversary show are going to come play poker with you at a table with this gang called the APA, which is the Acolyte Protection Association, and they are Ron Simmons and John Bradshaw Layfield, JBL. And they're going to be playing poker, and you're going to put your title up because they're going to get you down to your skibbies. And you're going to go fucking wrestle Goldust in your underwear and your Jordans, the last things you got left, because you had to make a choice. Do you want your underwear, your Jordans, or the title? And I'll come back and play poker when I get back. So I'm going to come back. I'm going to wrestle Goldust. I'm going to come back. And then when the script, this is what I've been handed, this is fucking biggest Raw of all time, I go back, and at that moment, I go backstage, I've lost my title, I get through the shit. Dudley boys come out, put me through a table, do the thing, what's up? Where they jump off the top rope and he's got my legs held open and he headbutts me in the nuts with my underwear on. And I fucking go through these rehearsals, bro. I'm in the building. The craziest shit about this is, and all the WWE guys will tell you it's true, I gave them all a shirt. I had created shirts of my own brand. I had already trademarked and copyrighted real one. And I don't know why I did this. God did. Like, I just did this.
God did.
I swear. I gave them shirts, and it said on it, "Today is the best day of my life." And on the back it said, "I can't wait for tomorrow." Bro, I handed out those shirts to everyone in the WWE locker room, and I got fucking fired the next day. Bro.
I mean, what did that feel like, though? Because it came out of left field.
I'm at the fucking arena, and then I see people kind of looking at me fucking sideways. And I'm in the thing. It's like MVP, this wrestler, the Acolyte Protection Association. It's like a bunch of ECW greats, and we're playing poker, we're going through this walkthrough, and I get pulled into Vince's office.
Oh, they pulled you right there.
And I went straight to Vince, and they go, "You got to go." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He said, "You got to go home. We'll call you." I'm like, "Wait, what?" So I'm like, and then
and you had no idea.
I had just found out when I was talking to people, and then I went and talked to this guy, Drew Gulak, who was in my faction, and we were doing the thing together when I found out. So I like, this shit's gone viral, and I just go into Vince's office, and he tells me to go to fuck home, and then I pull my phone out, because I'm not stupid, and I think I got a moment in my life that's so big that it's bigger than me, and I just started recording myself as I left Barclays. And I have like a fucking 45-minute video of me driving all the way down the New Jersey Turnpike. I don't even know if I stopped recording until I got to my sister's house in Delaware. And I was just so angry and so mind blown and just so everything. And then the next day I was at my sister's house, and they called me. It was actually Mark Carano at the time, who was no longer with the company. And he said, this is too much heat. We're gonna have to let you go. But the crazy shit about it is that, bro, I'm playing this character at the time that's a bad guy, a heel. And this is the only world where you want to be a bad guy and get people to hate you and scream for you and boo you. What a unique business. So I'm hated by the wrestling community now because they flipped me heel, which, by the way, the day that they flipped me heel was I went out to the ring and I cut this promo with The Miz, and The Miz airs out all this like rumors and all these just jab after jab at me. And I'm told by Vince McMahon himself and the writers and Triple H, you rebuttal and you're getting fired. We're flipping you heel, is essentially what was happening. They're going to bury you, and you're the best on the microphone in the world, right? In my opinion, nobody could fucking touch me at that time, and to this day. I mean, I'll eat them up and spit them out, be the first thing to come out of my mouth that ain't true. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, bro, I got to be able to rebuttal. Like, I can't stand out there and just let somebody bury me on a microphone when I'm known as Smack Talker Skywalker. Like, and you're going to fucking turn me heel, but you guys don't understand that everywhere I go, there's little kids that are doing my dance and wearing my fucking wig, that I've never cursed on a fucking microphone in my whole career. I've never been seen with a beer in my hand in a photo. I've never gone out and I have a squeaky clean image as far as like what I present to the world now, that's where there's riffs. I ended up at a strip club one time and it got outed and it comes out all over the internet. Okay, well, whatever. I'm a rock star. And unbeknownst to you, I'm fucking living the craziest fucking life. Oh yeah, dude. There's no denying there was a touch of Ric Flair and a touch of the tism, and it wasn't nepotism, bro. All right, I was not born into this life, brother. I had never been backstage before. I couldn't believe this life I was living. I mean, imagine going to a place where everywhere you go, there's a party, and everywhere you go, there's women falling on your lap.
And you're young coming up.
Everywhere you go, they want to buy you a drink.
Yep.
And bro, this is all I ever wanted in my life. I used to cut promos and tell lies on the line to get into the club, you know? It's like Big Cass, that guy over there, is fucking pitcher for the fucking Yankees, dude. He's a tight end for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You didn't know? I'd be before my partner, Big Cass, and I were on TV.
Was that before Google?
Yeah, man. Yeah, before the fucking bro, we were making phone calls.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Dating yourself here.
Texting in T9, dude.
Getting these edits in to keep up with 2 podcasts a week is still running right up against the last 24 hours every single time. So when I need to run to the office the day before an episode comes out and I haven't had a chance to have my full lunch, a Huel Black Edition is going to keep me going. It keeps me satisfied and has me on my game. So shout out to our friends at Huel, who are today's sponsor. Huel is spelled Huel, and their Black Edition is a complete meal, so you feel full, focused, and ready for your day. Huel requires just a little prep, and you can grab and go. They've already sold over 500 million meals around the world, and now it's your turn to try it. New customers are going to get 15% off today at Huel.com when you use my code Julian, Julian. Link is in description below. Huel is a perfectly balanced meal designed by experts to provide all the nutrients your body needs from a meal. They take the guesswork and time out of healthy eating. And it also tastes really good. It's literally like a milkshake, and it comes in delicious chocolate or vanilla. Bonus is it's also low sugar. Lastly, and arguably most importantly, Huel is incredibly affordable. With high-protein meals at less than $3, it's a budget-friendly option that you should be excited about. So start saving time and money without compromising your nutrition today with this exclusive offer for new customers of 15% off using my exclusive code Julian at Huel.com, Huel.com. Once again, that's 15% off for new customers using my exclusive code Julian at Huel.com, link in description below. Please see our description for the terms and conditions. Skip the stress, not the nutrition. Try Huel today for complete nutrition.
Yeah, so Big Cass is 7 feet tall. Shout out my partner in crime, William Patrick Morrissey III. His real name is way better than his work name, but Big Bill. And I'm the opposite. My work name is way better than my real name, so we'll leave it at that.
Enzo Amore.
Enzo Amore. Hey, shout out to the company that owns that, TKO. You don't know me, but I know you. So, yeah, the company I work for now, Fourth Rope, is a lot of fun, bro, and we are doing something really special. As I was mentioning, I had groundbreaking news, and I just came from Six Flags Great Adventure, who we're partnering with on October 30th in Jackson, New Jersey for the biggest Halloween costume contest and pro wrestling curated by Fourth Rope, a Fourth Rope takeover of Six Flags Great Adventure. We'll have rides running with VIPs. The Hardy Boys will be there wrestling with the tag team titles. Zilla Fatu, the heavyweight champ, Real One, Fourth Rope flyweight champ, Westside Gunn, Smoke Dizza, musical guests, and a hell of a lineup of talent ranging from AEW talent and TNA talent. We got the coolest pro wrestling show in the world, man, and it's infused with music and wrestling. So basically the first 10 minutes are a couple songs, and then you got an hour and a half, hour and 20 of wrestling, and then a concert for the last 15, 20,
cool.
20, usually the last 30 minutes, and we try to keep it to 2 hours tight. It's a production. If you've seen the show Unreal, we've really pulled the curtain down as a company. The WWE has really, when I was there was none of what you're seeing now.
What do you mean?
They just did a show on Netflix called Unreal. It's the #1 show on Netflix. And they opened a whole new lane of content that is going to change the world that I live in forever. And if you don't see that, then you're not a visionary. And I've seen it for a long time coming. I thought that once they start breaking down the fourth wall, that you're going to see something really special. What do
you mean by that?
So pro wrestling has always had the lore of was it real, was it not,
Right.
coming up. And, if you know what a mark is in pro wrestling, it's a fan of wrestling, and they think they're smart to the business. So what does that mean? What is kayfabe? Kayfabe is when we used to think wrestling was real. Quote unquote, and this was a circus. This was a traveling circus, and pretend that the tale's as old as time, that we get the toughest guy in town and he's in on it, and the other toughest guy in town's in on it. So they're fighting each other. But if you tell them that it's fucking fake, they'll beat the shit out of you. Right? That's a fucking brilliant move.
Yeah.
Let's take this around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the Gladiators right here.
Yeah,
And
it's the first episode where we have
Russell
this
Crowe
background.
right here. He played James J. Braddock in a movie called Cinderella Man.
Brilliant movie.
Shout out to State of Fitness Boxing Club. If you ever really want to see me, I have a boxing gym music studio on 73rd Street in Bergen Line in North Bergen, New Jersey. And we got guys in there that ain't faking it, dude. They're punching each other,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
And that ain't what I do, bro. Okay? I talk shit. I talk shit. And if you hit me, I'll fucking quit. What the fuck is wrong with you? All right, what the fuck?
You're not supposed to tell them that.
Nah, man, I'm telling everybody in the world, I do this shit like Bret Hart, okay? And I'm not supposed to leave the ring with marks all over my skull and body. And I don't cut my fucking forehead and bleed out, even though I have some fucking wrinkles on it. None of them are from a fucking blade, dude. I'm too sharp. I don't need a blade. All right, I don't need to bleed out. I've always managed to do well in this business by saying either what is shocking or what is funny. And
Yeah, you're
say
a performer.
They say funny don't make money in pro wrestling. Well, they never footed the bill for one of my fucking appearances, bro. I made a great living after WWE, and I wrestle on the independent circuit. And I represent Fourth Rope with this title now. And shout out to my home as well. As if we're talking about a territory, I do a show. We'll be wrestling October 18th in Poughkeepsie, New York for ACW as well. And Westside Gun Day, Buffalo has a mayoral holiday for my boss, the former crack salesman, Westside Gun, has his own fucking day in Buffalo, New York. And on August 28th, it'll be our biggest show to date.
God bless
Rope.
America.
Fourth Rope. Man, we really got it out the mud. If you think about it, like Vince McMahon was a kid, bro, and he had a tough upbringing. His stepdad used to touch him and beat him up or some shit. His mom sent him to go live with his fucking real dad. He was a kid growing up in North Carolina on a trailer park. Didn't have a good tough, right? So imagine a guy that'll walk by you in war and see you bleeding out, but it's a war, bro. This is fucking Normandy. We're storming the fucking beach, bro. Kill or be killed. I've been touched as a fucking child, bro. I've seen some fucked up shit. I'm going to fucking shoot you in the forehead. I'll rip your fucking heart out and I'll eat it and I'll keep walking and I'm going to get up on that fucking hill. You know what I mean? We're storming Normandy. That's the mentality of that guy.
Yeah.
You know? That's a fucking different man. And so he bought the company from his dad. And he got sent to go up north, and I don't think he was paid any favors. And I think he really worked hard in the wrestling business, and he had a vision for it that was remarkable. I remember when they first set out on, what is content being driven on now? You see it's on streaming platforms. And when he created the WWE Network, I was there in 2014, and the pay-per-view model was then shattered. And if you know, TKO that owns UFC and they own WWE, they now have done a deal with Paramount, and the UFC just struck a major deal, and Disney did a deal with WWE. So the trickle down effect in my business is real. When it's booming at the top, it's booming everywhere. And
You think that UFC has kind of also not WWE's obviously been huge for a long time and stayed huge, but do you think there's been like a trickle down effect of UFC getting so big that even though it's different and supposedly like to look behind the fourth wall for a second, not real, like people are really into WWE more than ever because of that? Like there's just something in us that wants to see people fucking going at each other, even if we know it's scripted.
I mean, you got The Rock and you got Black Rock, right? You can't go wrong.
Okay. I accept that answer.
You do, right?
Yes.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good. You just think of that?
Of course I did.
That was good. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm the fucking best, dude. There's nobody fucking better. I don't give a fuck, dude. You know what? The reason why I could say it is because when I go out there, I back it the fuck up, and nobody can tell me anything other than that.
You're also a regular guy, though, too.
But I got blackballed, bro, in the fucking craziest way in the history of time. You know, like, it was fucked up. And my family went through some real shit. And everything that I went through was fucking real. So if you ask me, wrestling's real to me.
Well,
I've seen it change lives. I've seen it ruin lives. I've seen the highs, the lows, and I've seen it better than anyone in the history of our business, because I don't think that people realize that when Hulk Hogan was alive and he was doing it big, that there was no fucking camera phones, there was no fucking internet, there was no fucking Twitter, and we weren't talking about him on the internet.
Right.
So if you get to an internet era in pro wrestling, that's basically after John Cena. Okay, so about post 2010, 11, 12, we go into a PG era. Why? Because Vince is a fucking visionary and sees the forecast and knows he's got to change his product because of the way that it's going to be perceived by the masses as we expose and pull down the curtain of fucking reality through the internet.
Right.
Okay, so by him creating the first major sports network and streaming all of his content off of it, imagine the vision to have that library, to purchase all the things from Ted Turner, who at the time didn't have the vision, to allow the sale of all of your product of WCW. Why did Vince want all the footage? Well, eventually he put all that footage together and he sold it. And he's a billionaire.
Yeah, visionary.
And not only that, he grew up in a trailer park in North Carolina. So now he's a self-made fucking billionaire. And I think the only real comparison to him in pro wrestling right now is my boss, Westside Gunn and Smoked Izza. They're really getting it out of the mud. Dude, they sold crack, and then they fucking Horatio Algered yellow journalism. You know this, okay?
Horatio Algered yellow journalism?
You know what yellow journalism is,
Yeah,
I know you know who Horatio Alger is.
Yes, I want to know where you're going with this.
Well, what is Jay-Z? I mean, if not Horatio Alger. Right? So
Flip the script.
yeah, man, we came from nothing and we made it into something. We are the lowest of low. We come from the gutter, and now we're millionaires. We should have never gave him money. Bro, I got it out the fucking mud, right? Everything that I'm doing right now with these guys is the first, in my opinion, because I had never, until we did it in Vegas at Fourth Rope, we put on a show. You can check out Fourth Rope Wrestling, Fourth Rope on YouTube. So I believe in the market. I believe that YouTube is where it's at. That's where every kid in the hood who's got a phone, anybody who's anybody anywhere in the world with a phone, that's where they can find you.
Yes.
And they're not always having TVs in their houses, and they're not always on a TV, and they're not always connected to cable, but they can find me right there. And if Pat McAfee can license his fucking show to ESPN from 12 to 3 p.m. and still have his YouTube show going,
unreal.
I mean, that's a visionary. And shout out Pat McAfee, bro. I've never gotten to meet the guy, but you know, he's a cool fucking cat. So, and I'm a ball player, bro. Fuck what anybody ever fucking heard, dog. That's the difference between me and them, all right? Because when you see me out there, you know I scored touchdowns. You know I banged cheerleaders. You know I went in, dog. You know I fucking, and look it, you can't teach swag. You can't teach. And this is why I invented Wide Dub, dog. I invented white boy swag, bro. I was fucking out there doing this shit long before Logan Paul and Jake Paul. I remember when I met Logan Paul backstage at a WWE show. Actually, I was working with Champ Sports, right? And
This is recently then.
So I'm in 2017.
This is back then.
I'm in the Staples Center in 2017, and I'm the first guy to have a third-party contract.
This is before you were lifetime banned from there?
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know if I'm lifetime banned. I'm kind of, dude, I'm Smack Talker Skywalker's kind of back into the fucking galaxy.
We could go find out.
From a galaxy far, far the fuck away, bro.
Joe will live stream it. We'll go find out.
I am,
it's called something different now.
I'm at Slammiversary with Fourth Rope, which is kind of in the vein, because you had Trick Williams so you had on the show at Slammiversary that Fourth Rope was featured on WWE talent. And so I'm out there, and it's weird. It's weird. I don't know, man. Like I said, I haven't called them, but you know, I have a good relationship with least I mended the bridge at least with with the company, with the guy who runs the company, Triple H.
Can we hold on? Can we go there for a second and close that loop because we keep getting off it, and I don't want to like. Have
Bro,
to
I'm
come
sure
back
I'm
to
all
this
over the fucking place,
six times.
bro.
No, it's fine. But like in all seriousness, you in a way like you have such a good attitude on this stuff. I was saying this earlier, like. Clearly a great perspective, but you talk about that day where they can you, and it's just like out of nowhere because you don't even know what this is. And then there's a day not that long after that where it comes out that the accuser made it all up, provably in all the text messages and everything. You're completely
What happened was,
exonerated, and they don't take you back, and you don't call them back.
No. So what happens is, I think they might have. I can't speak on their behalf. So I have no fucking idea what their feelings were on me. Yeah. But let's just say I know somebody in the company that works at the high in production maybe and wears a suit and tie. And at that time he was reaching out to me like, hey, I think that, maybe there's a room for you to come back or whatever, And at that time I hadn't wrestled. So I ducked out the game and I disappeared. So that was a very, very strategic move on my end. I knew this shit was going to blow over. Like, I fucking knew. I felt it, like, in my loins, in my intuition. I knew I didn't do anything wrong. Like, so what happened was this girl's best friend had all these text messages of this girl claiming that she fucked me, and her friends didn't believe her. So she's sending text messages, like screenshots that she's pulling off the internet of this guy she just fucked. And like she's like, Enzo Amore, this is him. I fucked him. And her friends are like, bullshit, because they don't believe her. They're like, no way you fuck. You know what I mean? But like, bro, I don't even know if I got honey potted, bro. I had a lot of heat in the WWE at the time, bro. And I'll never know what really happened that day and that night. And by the time I got shit canned out of the company, I had a lot of questions. But you know what? I've had a lot of time, and I've had the grace of God. I've seen some fucked up shit with some of my best friends. I've lost best friends in the business of pro wrestling. I almost lost my tag team partner, very notably battled addiction, conquered it, and is now on AEW TV and is an inspiration to anybody who's fighting fucking demons. I mean, when you talk about demons, bro, I've seen a fucking 7-foot tall guy, 400 pounds, drink more alcohol then this is Andre the Giant type shit. That's how Andre went down. That's how he killed himself, bro. This is a tough business on big guys, bro. Especially when you're fucking with their head. With like I said, they've unveiled the curtain and showed what really goes on behind the curtain in WWE and the pressure. And it's a high pressure situation. And, it takes the toughest men and the biggest men down. And a lot of them fall to fucking addiction. Because what are you doing when you get on every fucking airplane and you're 7 feet fucking tall and you're stuck in coach? Because when you look up in first class, there's the fucking Undertaker, there's Yokozuna, and there's Hulk Hogan. It's like if you're on the end of the card, like you're not fucking sitting first class because you're all on the same airplane. And there ain't enough first class seats. And me and my partner, bro, we sank the ship. We fucking drank everything and fucking all the shit, threw it out, bro. It was fuck up, bro. So me and my partner had the best gig in the world. We opened all the WWE shows. We were like the hype men. And that affords you the opportunity to really get fucking drunk and have a fucking blast the night before because you're seeing this world for the first time. And if you ain't seeing the world in a city for the first time with a beer in your hand, are you really having a good time?
Probably not. That's right? The Irish in you.
Yeah, man. This is the first time I'm in Japan, bro. Take me out in Tokyo, dog. Oh, this is the first time I'm in Ecuador, Chile, China, Peru, Japan, Abu Dhabi, Saudi Arabia, Dubai. Fucking, I've been to fucking 49 states. I ain't seen Hawaii yet. I've been to 34 countries, bro. And that's all through pro wrestling. And I was known as in my line of work as a guy who's on a microphone. And that's what got me into shit. So, like, when you ask me, like, that DeFranco's tattoo, Triple H, most notably, fucking, 15-time world champ or some shit like that. He calls my gym. I got this DeFranco's leg tattoo because DeFranco, who had created this fucking gym. You see how I go back around, bro? Fucking unbelievable. Figure fucking 8, dude. This could go on forever.
So, it's a good weave.
So it's a weave, dude. As Trump coins it, yeah.
That's exactly right.
You know what's funny? Some old lady in a
He's
mask.
weaving around that
Some
Epstein
old
thing.
lady walked by me in a mask, and I was smoking a joint right before I came in here, right? You see me on the fucking street, dude. I'm shirtless in the middle of Hoboken, smoking joints on the corner in front of the police station with 5 cops surrounding me. Isn't it not true?
That is 100% accurate. I've literally seen that.
Bro, shout out OG Russ, Basil's Pizzeria,
Yeah.
Hoboken Mexico Taco. That's my favorite. Because fucking, I go in there with Russ Basil, right? He owns Rose's Pizzeria underneath the Madison Square Garden. So when we go to Knick games, bro, he drives underneath the stadium. We come in from the underneath tunnel of the garden.
that's cool.
I got to introduce you to OG Russ.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Oh, bro,
actually.
you'll never pay for fucking pizza again. I'll put your picture up on a wall. I
Get
swear.
our picture up, Joe.
You got to get your picture up on a wall. Shout out OG Russ. So I'm fucking, Russ Basil has, I walk in and he opens up this new taco joint. I just see him dancing on the street, dude. He's making money hand over
he's
fist.
rich.
Like,
He's
what
dancing.
the fuck? He's happy, right? And I'm like, fucking, what are you doing, bro? He's like, well, open it up. Come on in, right? Like, so I walk in and he's like, cuts a promo on the people. Like, don't you ever fucking charge this guy a fucking dime. If I find out any of you take his money, I'm taking your money, motherfucker. So this guy I don't know if you know this, okay? So in Hoboken, at the top of the block, he's got a barter system where all the bums in town, they all
barter
eat
system.
free food
Oh yeah.
because there's this one bum in town named Stacy. Shout out to Stacy.
I think I know who
Oh,
Stacey
you
is.
know who fucking Stacy
Yeah.
is. She hangs out on the corner on
Yep,
Washington
I
and
know
First
exactly who it
and
is.
Washington and fucking Observer Way.
Yep.
So she's in Hoboken and Stacy gets fucking wild, right? When she comes around pizzeria and starts fucking, getting louder with customers and shit,
Yeah.
other bums will come in from every fucking angle and punch Stacy in the head. And fucking Stacy, when she sees him coming, she knows what time it is and she takes off fucking running. So they got a little operation there. They shoo her off and they go get a free slice of pizza, bro. It's unbelievable. So I'm like, yo, Russ, dude. I'm like, yo, Russ, what's this fucking place called, bro? And he's like, I don't fucking know, dude. Come inside and eat. You like the food? I'm like, So when I was doing my sponsorships, because shout out to all my sponsors, DraftKings, use promo code REAL1, get 200, 300, 150 $.
On this show, use promo code Julian. Just want to.
We're both with DraftKings.
Yeah. Just
The DraftKings
get that
guys
right.
are the best.
they haven't done. They haven't done in a couple months,
is.
but
So I donned the DraftKings and all these sponsors I had. Shout out Life Med Institute, where they keep me up on my feet when I'm out in Baltimore. You need
What are you doing out in Baltimore?
I go to Life Med Institute as often as I possibly can. Dude, they got
In Baltimore.
best treatment. IVs and check on your bones and injections, PRP, spin your blood for you and fucking shoot you up. Bro, I'm fucking still doing this shit at the high. I'm in my prime right now.
You're in your prime?
If John Cena was in his prime at my age, I'm in my motherfucking prime right now, dog. So
Coming up at 40 in your prime. Bold
I
statement.
ain't fucking 40 yet. Come on, man. Don't take that away from me. And you can't take that away from me. I ain't fucking 40. I'm forever young, babe. Forever young. So, dude, you see me, I run 6, 7 miles, 8 miles a pop.
Yeah, no, dude.
And I smoke a pack of cigarettes a day.
I see you out
It's
there.
unbelievable.
Smoking
I'm not like
bogues,
these kids.
Smoking bogues, looking at the Hudson, and then going for a run. Probably doing your workout after that. I don't witness that, but
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
heard
yeah.
that's what you do. You look like you do it.
I just had a kid who comments. My girl shows me because I don't do my comments. My girl does my comments. Shout out Jaleesa. I fucking love you, Jaleesa. So anyway, my girlfriend.
Can we do a shout out, Connor?
Girlfriend now. But so anyway, Jaleesa goes through my comments, so I don't have to read the negativity. I'm as positive as the brown side of a dirt zone. I ain't got no time. I got plenty of time. I ain't got time for that shit. Block them, delete them. Get them the fuck out of there. That's my property. That's my fucking page. Get them the fuck off of that thing. To your point, right? Positive. So, bro, when you fucking pro wrestle for a living and you don't have to have another job, and this is the only job I've ever wanted. Yeah, all I ever wanted was to be in the WWE, bro. I didn't want to be in WCW. Not unless I was Kevin Nash and Scott fucking Hall getting with Hulk Hogan and being the NWO, fucking doing something cool. Right. You know what I mean? And I know, look, it takes one to know one, bro. I fucking know what cool is, dog. And when I got into wrestling, I was because I told you Shawn Michaels was the coolest fucking cat in town, and he just bagged Pamela Anderson. He's the littlest guy in the Royal Rumble, and you think shit's real, and you just saw a David and Goliath story unfold in front of your eyes, and then that's what we do in pro wrestling. We story tell. Okay?
Yes.
I'm a storyteller. And when they flip me into a bad guy on TV, that shit was pretty all-consuming in my life. And,
What do you mean all-consuming?
bro, it's hard not to play the rock star and not be the rock star.
Yeah.
And I became the guy that was fucking telling you about how he just tripped over his dick.
Yeah, you just went, you went full bad.
Oh,
You went full into it.
I mean, to a degree. But what I was doing was, man, I got followed by Drake. I got followed by The Weeknd. I was fucking hanging out with fucking everybody in LA. Dave Chappelle, I would watch him every fucking Wednesday and then talk to him after the show and smoke fucking bogues and smoke fucking joints with Dave
You were
Chappelle.
smoking bogues with
I
Dave
was
Chappelle?
smoking fucking bogues with Dave Chappelle. Okay, now I got a story for you. All right, here you go. I introduced Post Malone to Dave Chappelle. And
You introduced
he
Post
introduced
Malone.
me that night to John Mayer. And we got a picture that's sitting on my IG. You can pull it up if you pull up my fucking IG. So,
You fucking with me right now?
no, shout out to Fourth
He's
Rope,
like, no.
Westside Gunn and October 30th, biggest costume party, Fourth Rope, curating fucking Six Flags. It's going to be the biggest show in fucking New Jersey the night before Halloween anyway.
How was John
So
Mayer?
let me tell you about this time you want to hear about the first time I
Yeah.
met Hulk Hogan, or you want to hear about the first time I met fucking John
Well,
Mayer?
you
wanna
were
hear about
just
both?
on the story. Let's go back to this part of
Honestly,
the
I
week.
didn't talk to John Mayer. He definitely doesn't fucking remember me. I just saw an opportunity to get the coolest picture of fucking all time.
Can
And
we look
it's
at
a
it?
fucking Mount Rushmore of fucking 2017, honestly. I mean, I was the #1 merchandise seller in all of pro wrestling in 2017. So, kiss my ass, tongue jack my shit box, bro.
It's somewhere
Fucking
down there. But
make sure you
Post
cradle my
Malone,
nuts.
was it Post Malone introduced you to John Mayer? That was it?
There you go, bro.
You introduced Post to who, and then Post introduced
So
you
what
to John
happened was,
Mayer?
bro, so Post Malone, shout out Spiff TV. So I always give credit where credit's due, bro. The Amore Credit Bureau is never going to breathe down anybody's fucking neck, dude.
That's right.
Ain't nobody coming for me, bro. I got people. I got you. So shout out Prime. Shout out my man Mitch. He works with Fourth Rope. He's a hell of
Shout
a
out
producer.
Mitch.
Any fucking way. So I'm at the Rainbow Room where I frequented every fucking Wednesday night. And then I went to the Comedy Store every single Wednesday night. And at the time, Tony Hinchcliffe was at the Comedy Store every single Wednesday. Tony's a great buddy of mine. He's coming to town. You should fucking meet Tony.
I love Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah, well, just pop into the fucking the stand one of these nights this week, and they'll probably all be in there.
All right.
Yeah.
We could do that.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I don't
shit. There's the picture.
look at this fucking picture.
Enzo Post with the fucking ponytail era, John Mayer and Dave Chappelle. That's one of the coolest pictures of all time.
Yeah.
That's not even, is that photoshopped?
Nah, bro.
That's photoshopped.
And that's real
Are you
life.
fucking with me,
Yo,
Enzo?
you want to hear the coolest thing ever?
fucking with me? Is
No,
that-
so here it is, bro. My girlfriend, right? So here's the thing about me, bro. I get canceled, dude. I get shit canned and I disappear for a while, right? But I never really hit anybody back up after that. I was just like, bro, I'll see him when I see him. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like if I got canceled, I'm not going to test your phone. Not for a fucking few years. You know what I mean? Hanging out with mom and dad for a little while. We're going to cool down. I got to cool down. So fucking, bro, I'm hanging out with Posty at Rainbow Room, and shout out Sugar Free Rich and Louis Bell. I know they're out there giving them hell. So I'm hanging out at Rainbow with Post, and Tony tells me that Dave's at the Rainbow. I mean, going to be popping into the Comedy Store on Sunset Boulevard. So I get tipped off that Dave's going to be there, but he just pops in. But he usually was popping in every Wednesday, man. He really was. He was working on his material and shit. And so does Joe, Rogan, all them guys. They were just at the store hanging out. And so because of my prowess on the scene in pro wrestling and on Sunset Boulevard as a fucking pro wrestler, bro, let me tell you why I moved to fucking, all right, bro. I moved to fucking LA. My best friends live there, and I go and I'm wrestling at in Anaheim and at the Staples Center, and I'm white hot, but I don't even know who I am yet. Like,
you don't know who you are?
man, I just debuted on WWE, bro, but that shit made me famous like overnight, and I wasn't even ready for it. So like I'm on Raw, Monday Night Raw, and this is probably the first couple months I'm on Raw, and I go out to LA and we do Staples Center. And the next day I'm standing on the fucking corner, dude. And some girl comes screeching by, jams her tires in a sports car, bro. Jams her tires in a sports car and pops out, hot bitch in high heels, goes, "Are you Enzo Amore?" Me and my homies from high school who live in LA. These are my best friends, Sugar Free Rich, Jesse Camp, how you doing? I'm fucking hanging out with these guys, living like fucking. When I moved to LA, it was because of this, bro. This is what you wait for your whole life, man. So, dude, I'm like, look at my homies. I'm like, yeah, I'm Enzo Amore. And this girl, she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, we're going to Crazy Girls. We're going to the strip club, right? And she goes, can I come? I'm like, fuck you, give me a ride, bitch. Like, he's pulled up in a fucking hot car, dude. We get in this car, dude. We get in this fucking car, bro. I'm Ric Flair at this point, bro. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, dude. You couldn't tell me shit, bro. I was a young cat, and I was living life, and I just had this hot girl pull up on me on Sunset. I just hopped in her car over the top like I was fucking Dylan from fucking Beverly Hills, bro. My boys trailed me. We go to Crazy Girls. I get inside, dude. I'm getting bopped off in a fucking booth, right? The guys are like, dude, Enzo, you got to take this shit outside, right? We pull up. Right? My boy had my Corvette. We switch cars. I get in my Corvette. I'm fucking spinning the thing's tires in a circle with this brand new hot bitch in my car. I fucking pull like down into a parking lot. I swear to God, this happened exactly like this. So imagine a girl just pulls up on you, a hot one, and goes, can I suck your dick? Have you ever had a hot, like at this point in my life?
This is how it happens.
I've never had this really happen to me.
Right.
So at this point, I'm like, yeah. 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 Yes, you can. Yes, you can, bro. Yes, you can, bro. And that's how that went down. And a whole lot of that after. And I'm in LA soon. Yeah, you want to talk about a reason to move to town? I was like, fuck it, I'm moving here, guys. My friends from high school are like, this is fucking awesome, bro. So the same night that happens, I get this happen to me. And she just goes on her merry way. Like, happy to do it, hop in her car, leave. Now I'm like, my boy, here, take the keys to my fucking Corvette. I'm not driving the rest of the night, dude. I'm getting fucked up. So I go to Comedy Store. I see Tony Hinchcliffe there.
Is this when, is he on stage at this point, so like doing his thing? No.
What happened was, we drive by the Comedy Store, and I don't know LA like that. I'm a kid from fucking Jersey. The only time I've ever gotten on a fucking airplane at this point in my life was because WWE put me on one.
Right.
Like, my parents we drive to fucking Myrtle Beach, motherfucker. I
did that drive a few
bro,
times.
it's a fucking terrible never again. All right?
I can't go
They
back
do
there.
it once, they don't do it again. No, parents learned that mistake from Jersey. We're doing a fucking Wildwood, okay? Doing a fucking Wildwood. Get the fuck out of here. So I'm like,
don't ever admit that out loud again.
Oh, okay. Bro, I'm in Asbury Park again. We know it. We know it. You know I'm there. Out there in them rocks, dude. Couple magic mushrooms laid. Over at the Robinson Ale House, talking to my guy Steve on the corner of the bar. Makes a hell of a fucking Moscow mule. Shout out Steve at the Ale House.
Shout out, Steve.
Steve does a hell of a cosplay. Shows up to the Comic-Con. I'm there every year. Come see me at the Comic-Con, guys. I'm one hell of a conversation. I talk to all my fans. That's how I know everything. I don't do research.
Oh, my God.
You got to talk to him, guys. You got to talk to him.
But you were saying you hadn't really been on a flight before WWE.
Nah, never really been on a flight. So I land in L.A. I'm doing the shot, bro. Next thing I know, I moved to fucking Hollywood. And I'm out there and I'm jazzing up and down the fucking Sunset Strip like a fucking man.
How hard is that?
I'm a pro wrestler.
Yeah,
and I'd never been famous before.
You got to be in shape, though, to do what you do. It's a
bro,
demanding
I'm a different
schedule.
person, man. My thing is, and when I got into WWE, I realized when I used to work out and play college football and I played sports, bro, I was dedicated, dude. I didn't drink. I didn't smoke because I thought it made you weaker. I didn't do pills because I thought they made you weaker. I was like fucking really dedicated to college football, right? And then, I got into fucking smoking blunts with my boys. So, played D3 football where John Cena did at Springfield. Then I transferred to Salisbury University. And I got on the cover of the alumni magazine in that motherfucker, bro. Shout out to Salisbury Seagulls. Brian Westbrook, the running back for the Philadelphia Eagles, his brother was Byron Westbrook, played for the Redskins for 7 years.
Yes, I remember him.
He was on our team. He was on Salisbury.
Shit. Wow.
So a guy on my team made it, bro. But they don't, bro. I'm like fucking Obama. When you're talking about being a little kid looking up and you're like a little white boy just wishing, like, bro, I want to be the fucking white cornerback in the NFL. There's only been one of them, Jason fucking Sehorn. There's only been one black president. It's like that. Give us a little hope here, bro. Can I get a fucking hope spot, brother?
We got Cooper DeJean now.
And now the
baddest
game has fucking
motherfucker
changed.
in the game.
The game has fucking changed. Okay, for the first time ever, you could build an all-white roster on Madden.
Boy won me a Super Bowl this year.
Fuck the Eagles, dude.
Fuck you.
I got Eagles jokes for fucking Philadelphia, bro.
That's the wrong place to be doing that in.
No, I'm a heel in the 2300 arena, bro. I have shit on Philly with more Philadelphia shit on material than maybe anyone in the market on the planet. I could go on a fucking highlight. If I taped in Philadelphia on my notes right now, the amount of shit that I had on these cocksuckers, bro.
On who?
I would just come out there and start bearing. I'll put the fucking one is going to put the hurts on you like a fucking Eagles jersey, you little fucking bitch. I'll tell you, I hope that your fat ass hops over that guardrail so I can put you in a fucking cankle lock and slap the diabetes out of your fucking mouth. You fat Philadelphia fucking Eagles fan, dude. Bro, I'll tell you right now, until they won their second Super Bowl
champion, Philadelphia Eagles fans.
Yeah, bro.
Two-time.
You know, Eli Manning has just as many fucking rings as the Philadelphia Eagles do. Get the fuck out of here.
Eli Manning was around.
Glad that our running back could help you guys
Manning
fucking do
was around when the pyramids were around at this point.
I'll tell you right now, Joe Shane, you fuck, dude. I'm coming for your fucking job. I've been practicing on Madden. I can't wait to do a fucking fantasy draft this year. I bet you I could win more games with the all-white roster I create on Madden than fucking Joe Shane can. Bro, did you see the team he trotted out there, bro? I want my fucking money back, bro. I fucking went to every fucking game the past 3 years, dude. 3 fucking years I went to every game. Look at the record. I want my money back for every fucking loss, man. All right.
I want to thank Joe for Saquon
the very
Barkley.
rare white running back as well. I have a song with Velas. Velas is awesome. He's a rapper. Velas made an awesome couple bops, but he's a writer. He works with a lot of guys. We have a song called White Running Back. And shout out Christian McCaffrey.
It's your White Iverson, if you will.
Cam Scatterbow. Yeah, White Iverson. Yeah. So back to Post Malone.
Yeah.
So I'm fucking.
There's no stopping this guy.
I can do this.
He just goes, man.
So, bro, Posty is at Rainbow Room with me, and I get a phone call from Tony Hinchcliffe, or at least I was going to the Comedy Store, and he tells me that Dave Chappelle's going to be there. So I look at Posty, who I'm not like with, I'm with. You know what I mean? I didn't arrive there with him, but now we're both at Rainbow Room, and we're hanging out.
And this is like 2016, so he's just blown
2017,
up.
But I've known Post since 2014.
How did you know? But he was living in a closet in 2014.
Yeah, bro. No, so when the industry first signed him, they put him on fucking tour with Justin Bieber as the opening act.
Wait. Hold on. Was this before or this was after
Had
the
to be
Fetty
2014.
Wap? Yeah, this was after the Fetty Wap thing, right?
Bro,
well, Fetty Wap tour was 2015.
You know that Spiff, who was an A&R, a good buddy of mine, A&R for Maybach Music, right? This is like kind of like how I got in with a lot of people, man. My buddy Spiff TV is a fucking legend in the music shit. So he lives in Orlando, and he used to come to all of our NXT shows when I was coming up in NXT. And it was a hot commodity. It was like I told you, I was a part of something special. Triple H took over developmental. He started making this forum system for WWE that now has its own television show. So that forum system really turned into its own thing. And when I was a part of NXT, I knew this guy Spiff, and he's still one of my best buddies. I still work with him. Spiff... I don't even remember where the fuck we were going with that. It's first time yet.
You talking about Spiff because you were talking about Post Malone.
Posty. So he brought me because at the time I was dating a girl who's a wrestler. She's a very famous pro wrestler, way more famous now than when she was with me.
You made her famous.
No, I did not make her famous whatsoever.
You
sure? Yeah, she would have done it without me.
That's good for you to be humble.
She would have done it without me.
Good.
But so she just got an opportunity. And she took advantage of it. So she's a killer. So at the time, though, she wasn't a star. And she ain't getting in no motherfucking Justin Bieber concert, boy. Mm-hmm. But when you with fucking Enzo Amore on his fucking $750 fucking week of contract in NXT, it ain't about, sometimes it's not about the money in your pocket. It's about who do you know. Right. And I always got a guy. And that's always been my nature.
Well, that's a Jersey
So
thing.
I knew Spiff, and Spiff got us in to go see Justin Bieber at Amway Center in Orlando. And we got fucking side stage. And we didn't get to meet Bieber at the time, but my girl was real thrilled, right? You know what I mean?
Post Malone was opening for him, though?
Post Malone was opening for Justin Bieber.
And you met him.
And so at that day, I went on Posty's bus, played Madden with him, just fucking kicked it with him, and told him I had no interest in watching Justin Bieber, and I let my girl go out there and do that.
How'd you end up on his bus?
Spiff
got you on there. Okay.
Spiff knew music people.
So this is
Spiff got us tickets backstage to go see Justin Bieber.
I just Googled this. This was 2016.
2016.
So when there was a tour before that he did, and it was probably like almost overlapping. But when Post went viral with the song White Iverson, I didn't even know.
You know who played me that record for the first time? Wale. He used to live in Edgewater, New Jersey.
Yeah.
And Wale lived in town. And actually,
you knew Wale?
Me and my ex went over to Wale's house, and he showed me Post Malone's video for fucking White Iverson when it had like 26,000 views.
I mean, if it's good, it's good. Those guys knew it was good.
Yeah, bro, he showed it to me when it had like 26,000 views. And then the next thing he tells me he's next up. Wale's like, watch his white boy. Yeah. You know, like fuck it. So I know he's next up. I tell Spiff about it. Spiff tells me he's opening for Bother. I had no interest in it. So my girl and I think maybe her friend, her little girlfriend that was wrestling with her, they went and watched Justin Bieber. Me and Spiff went and went on Post bus. And that was how I met Post.
You remember, though, not to say Justin Bieber's not the biggest thing and always has been. He is. But in 2015, when Fetty Wap and the Remy Boys came on, they had 4 songs in the top 10.
Who showed me that?
It was the hottest thing ever. Do you know who opened for them on that tour? Fucking Post Malone. And Post Malone, it was like right before he was going to do the first album.
That's crazy because in the Matrix, I'll tell you right now, she was a little hood bitch, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, she's a little hood rat. She dropped out of high school. She had a real rough. She was in like some foster care type shit. Like she grew up rough, and she really made it out the hood. That's my ex-girlfriend. She's a pro wrestler, and she's super famous. And she was the one who showed me Fetty Wap when he had like 10,000 views, bro. She's from fucking Elmwood Park, New Jersey.
No shit.
He's from Patterson. She shows it to me. I show it to Spiff TV. I go, Spiff, check this out. Spiff hears it. He's an A&R for Maybach Music. Spiff skips out on the record. Oh. Rick Ross is on the fucking remix. Yeah. Spiff hits me and goes, anytime you send me anything from now on, I'm going to listen to it. Yeah. And since that day, like I practically A&R'd some things in my life, you know, just
like what?
Just projects and artists that I've fucking heard that I was like, that's great, and I put my music people in contact and kind of made some moves.
There's something about when you hear an artist that is just unique. It could be any genre, and your ear, it doesn't matter who you are, you're like, ooh, that's different. It's just different. And so before like the masses get to it, it's not about the fact that the masses don't like it yet. It's just that the masses haven't heard it yet. And when you go back, I mean, the Fetty Wap thing is one of those things that they're going to make documentaries on because it's really a tragic story.
How long is he out? How long is he locked up?
He's still got another 2-3 years, something like that.
That's it?
Yeah. He made a 5-year deal.
Bro, when I first got out of WWE, I was in the city trying to fuck with the music, right? So I was living in L.A., okay? So I was living in L.A., and then I moved. What happened was when I had made the announcement like that I'm going to, so I disappeared for 5 months from social media, and then I show the fucking bleachers of, you want to pull something up, pull this up. This is my oldest post on Instagram, maybe. Probably sitting there on my page. It was the best day of my life. So I get fired by WWE, but the people, man, pro wrestling fans, they're the greatest fans in the fucking world. I don't care what anyone says, bro. They changed my life, saved my life, and I didn't need WWE after I left to make a living, to do something, to never have a real job, to be a pro fucking wrestler. And I make music. And there's been months where my song Phoenix paid the rent.
Wow.
You know, that has millions of streams. So I've amassed millions of streams of music off my first project and a few others. And it's like, I'm still tackling that fucking full steam ahead because I didn't own a music studio. I paid for all that studio time with my wrestling money when I finally could afford it. You can't just go into music studios.
Oh, no.
And I had to find the right people, own the beats. And then I made it so that I owned all my shit because I was in the WWE, which was the worst demon I ever Bro, like, okay, they own everything, right? So when I got out of WWE, I thought I had to own everything. I'm like, bro, I got to own everything. I got to own it all. Bro, you can partner and collaborate, make money with people all over the place, bro. And I was really like, nah, man, they ain't get me to sign nothing. I ain't signing no contract. And I missed out on a lot of money probably not signing contracts, you know? But I'm also probably one of the only people that you know that done TV and shit like that since then thereafter with a fucking handshake and some cash money, dog. I'm fucking gangster, okay? I don't give a fuck, bro. So, all right. So, yeah, that Six Flags show is going to be gangster, bro. Make sure y'all come to that.
We were talking about Fetty Wap, though. You came back to the city and you were going to say something about him.
So she put me on to this little fucking Fetty Wap.
In 2014, 2013.
And I showed it to Spiff, and he missed out on fucking Fetty Wap as an A&R.
I think they're coming for you out there, Enzo.
They know.
Yeah,
Dude,
they know you're up here.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, baby. Fucking.
But she showed you him early.
I was saying I come back. So what happened was Memorial Day 2018, I show up in Times Square and I show a picture from at the time the studio, I forget what it was called. It's called Penthouse Studio now. But this is where Tupac got shot. There's a famous music
Quad
studio,
Studios.
Quad Studio.
Yeah.
So up top, that's where I was when I took a picture of the bleachers in Times Square. And I said, I'm going to be out there at 8 p.m. on Monday. And fucking, I sold out Times Square, dude. I have videos.
Wow.
So that was the first time. And I'm living in L.A. at the time.
And you hadn't come out of hiding at that
I had
point.
been out fucking 5 months. Nobody heard a word from me. My last Instagram post was the picture of me, Post Malone, and Dave Chappelle. That was the last thing I posted before I got fired. That's how soon that happened. Bang. I left that bitch sitting there. That picture had over fucking 40,000 comments on it when I got fired.
Wow. And that's your last picture.
That was my last picture, bro.
It's
I just let it sit there, and I never looked at the comments, and it was probably crazy, man. It was probably so. This is it. Look it. I pop out in a Lambo, leave Quad Studio,
the Lambo.
bro. Fucking, we had 3,000 people in fucking Times Square, man.
Wow.
We sold out the bleachers. Look at all these fucking people. So I had the Bloods do security for me.
The Bloods?
That's Treyway. That's Treyway. Look at this. Look at this.
Wait.
This
you
is
chose
Treyway.
the Bloods to run your security.
Look at this. This is Treyway. Look at Treyway, everybody. They're all locked up. That's all a fucking, what's Rainbow Hair Homie's fucking name again? 6ix9ine, dude. Fucking bro, I came to New York City in 2018. I'm like in the studio. I need security for this shit out there, bro. And they're all in the studio at the time. And they're like, we got people, bro. And
Yeah,
bro,
they do.
bro, look at this shit.
That's insane.
Buddy, when I had Steam, look at this. There was nowhere to go, bro.
That's where you just got to
I got fired.
What did you say when you got up there? Was
dropped
there a mic?
I dropped my music video for Phoenix on this night, man.
Was there a mic
That was
up
the
there?
picture I posted that said I'll be down there.
Was there a mic up there?
No.
Like a mic? So you just...
I just said on Instagram, I'm going to be there at 8 p.m. And fucking 3,000 people
With the
showed
Bloods.
up.
Yeah.
That was my first post. So what happened was, when I get fired, I'm very strategic. I archive every single post of my Instagram on the Monday before I do this because I know that I have proof from police with paperwork that says I'm innocent, but the world doesn't know that yet. And then they do their research and it breaks on the internet. And I start trending because I archive every picture on my Instagram and it goes blank. And the whole wrestling community is like, what's going on with that, right? So now I'm trending in the world on a Monday night. Then I wait for the next Raw. The next Raw, 8 p.m. again. 8 p.m. on Raw, I drop a picture of my fucking sneakers hanging in a telephone wire. Famously, the only person to have a third-party deal with the WWE, Jordan made me Jays for WrestleMania 33. I have a player-exclusive Air Enzo that came in a leopard velvet bag with a glass case, shoebox case, presented to me by Reggie and Marcus Jordan. I got my own J's, bro, before anybody else did.
I didn't
Before
know
the
that.
fuck anybody else did. Fuck what they talk
You got
about.
to tattoo that on your fucking forearm.
I got a tattoo of Jumpman with
yeah,
the
I
microphone.
know. I need the shoes replica on the forearm.
Yeah, probably right about that. That's a
Yeah,
good
let's
idea.
do that. We'll hook that up afterwards.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Right. That's what I'm here for.
So yeah, I got my own J's, man, and it was like, well, fuck, bro, I don't even need any more sneakers for the rest of my life. I'm good on that, dude. So, I just you fucking you can't. I don't even know where I was with it.
Well,
the fucking Jordans just took me out. I'm
you were
thinking about it like, yeah, bro.
You were talking about how you came out for the first time on this.
Yeah,
on this
so the
2018
third-party
Bleachers,
deal with the...
but it had something to do with Fetty Wap.
Well, it had. I don't know. I don't even remember, bro. So that's CTE. I don't know if you know what that is yet, but there's fucking very good footage out there. This ain't the blunts. I don't want to fucking hear it, Mom. Okay, Mom? It's not the fucking weed. It's the fucking concussions. So, shout out to Grind with Gratitude, THC infused energy. No, it's just a seltzer, not energy. But if you want to come down, you want to get up, it's got different Look, we got terpenes. Okay,
Terpenes.
There's things involved in this shit. They got fucking science, chemistry, and we're talking about chemistry. I know fucking science. My science teacher made a lawnmower work off piss.
I thought you said you didn't.
I don't know science.
Hold on. Run the tape. I think you said, "What the fuck am I gonna do with this algebra and with this science bullshit?" But
and my science teacher made a lawnmower work off piss, bro. I fucking think I don't fucking know science. The fuck out of here. Teach about chemistry, buddy. You should see me and my girl. We're fucking love couple. Ain't we love birds when you see us on the block? I'll be out there shirtless with my ass in Hoboken, bro. But the way I see it is if I'm out in front of my house, it might be the city. It might be busy. It might be a lot of people, but probably just like Stacy, the bum, who runs around the block and fucking, screams and hollers until she gets punched in the head by the other bums. Like I'm outside, dog. This is my block, dude. I don't need to wear my fucking shirt. And I think the people appreciate it.
You do, like, if people just pulled up into Hoboken and didn't know who you were, they would be certain you were either like the pimp or, the head of the entire drug operation.
You want to talk about
like,
a pimp? Hey, R.I.P. R.I.P. Jersey's, come on, man.
You're like guarding our office.
You want to know?
Look
at the last known pimp around these parts was Donnie Diamonds.
Donnie Diamonds.
R.I.P. Donnie Diamonds died during COVID. Used to walk around town in Hoboken with a fucking velvet, fucking purple, fucking top hat, fucking hundreds of thousands on his wrist. Used to fucking really do real shit in the 70s and the 80s. And he never left. He stayed.
Sounds like he didn't leave that era.
Rode the pink Cadillac until the day he fucking died type shit.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Donnie Diamonds. I got introduced to him by OG Russ. OG Russ will tell you about that guy, bro. OG Russ used to be a fucfucking busboy at Studio 54.
Oh, wow.
You should have him sit down here.
OG Russ.
He came up in Hoboken, kid from nothing, much like Vince McMahon, but not, I don't think he got touched as a kid. I think he fucking made it out Hoboken, just a certified G and a bona fide stud. But yeah, man, I've been all over the place, and that's what I do, dude. I am not here, bro. I'm everywhere.
Yeah, there were a couple times today I was like trying to bring you back, like flailing over it. It just wasn't happening.
No way. No way. Hey, I know who I am, and I admit it. And you said, like, hey, you've had some friends of ours, some mutual friends that have been on this podcast, and they've gone here, and they've gone there, and, look. Yeah. I am who I am, dude. And
That's right.
I can weave with the best of them, dude. I box and weave with the best of them.
Well, here's the thing, though, and this is what people don't. I feel like WWE and the guys who do it need more respect on their name on. Like, we get caught up in the whole it's scripted and they're doing this and whatever, but like the physicality of what you guys do is unbelievable. And the reality is some of it really does turn real.
Kids. Yeah, the young and dumb kids. But there's no denying that, there's a lot of physicality involved in what I do. But I don't see it that way. So, like, I'm trying to tell you, man, I came from an athletic background, and I think the swagger of a ball player is what brought me to the dance and made me different, dude. I scored fucking touchdowns, bro, and I intercepted passes, and I kick return balls to the fucking house, punt returner. You know what I mean? Played both ways. Travis Hunter before Travis Hunter was Travis Hunter. But I just didn't have a shot because I was a white guy. And
you look just like him.
You can't play receiver and fucking running back and fucking corner in fucking 2005, 2006, 7, 8, 9. It was unheard of.
No.
It's unheard of. No. So we're seeing the color barrier get broken more often than not these days. By some stellar athletes, but I could dunk a basketball in my prime, and that's kind of what got me signed. Is I was jumping 56-inch box jumps.
56 inches. That's pretty good at your size.
Yeah, I would jump over onto the top of a vehicle, and there's footage of it, so it's out there. So I ain't got to fucking lie, So the
How
footage.
tall are you? Like 5'9", 5'10"?
5'11". Yeah. Come on, give me a little.
All right, so that's
come on, babe.
a jersey.
The pro wrestlers 6 foot. The pro wrestler's 6 foot.
And listen, they said Allen Iverson was 6 foot, so yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, bro. White Iverson. So in the post on Malone and Stock got a tone. I think that the pro wrestling industry was revolutionized in Las Vegas by Fourth Rope, the company I work for, because for the first time in my life, I heard and witnessed something that I didn't know I needed, didn't know that I never heard, and didn't know that never happened. Was an all black commentary table
In wrestling.
I
never heard of that.
And Kaz, my man Kazim, with the, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce your last name, Kaz. Like, let's just leave it at Kaz with the New York Knicks. Everybody knows Kaz from the fucking Knicks. Yeah, he does a show with Carmelo Anthony podcast. You might see his face, be familiar with him. He works with Madison Square Garden, MSG. He's a G, bro. He's a great guy, and he's been a fan of pro wrestling for a long time. I used to see him backstage at WWE shows, and now he's in the business because he's a part of our commentary table with Ernest the Cat Miller, and we also feature Dave Otunga on the show in Las Vegas. And I'd never heard wrestling called by an all-black commentary team. I fucking never knew I never knew that I didn't, you know? And I'm watching and listening to the show. And bro, look, this ain't a black fucking white thing, dude. But look, let's just be real. The guys who own my company are black guys. And they're like the first black promoters of pro wrestling that weren't wrestlers. Like, I mean, Booker T runs a promotion, but Reality of Wrestling, you know, he's also one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. So this is a different, these guys made their own money in music. Then they infused music and wrestling with the runway that is pro wrestling. So I'm the first guy to get a third-party sneaker deal with Champ Sports. Shout out Champ Sports. Those people changed my life, and they put me in a new pair of sneaks every single time I was out there wrestling. So I got to sign sneakers and throw them into the audience every fucking night, get a new pair. And Dawn sneakers that during the NBA offseason, you would otherwise not see that Jordan actively on an athlete. And I'm out there wrestling in them. Now when you look up, you see sneakers all over pro wrestling. Oh, yeah. And I'm the fucking godfather. I'm the fucking guy. Okay? When it comes to that shit, I don't give a fuck. It ain't the young bucks, okay? Old fucks is what I would call them. You know, it's fucking Dale Doback and fucking whatever the fuck his name is. Dude, parents put a trampoline in their backyard and started doing backflips. I'm just shooting a fucking angle right on your show. You don't even know it. But fucking shout out to the guys at AEW, bro. They don't sell the Jordans I have in the fucking middle of the mall, bro. Okay. I invented this shit. I invented swag. I invented Y-Dub. And I brought the swagger to fucking Fourth Rope. And that's why I'm the flyweight champion for the newest, hottest wrestling promotion in the world. And we will fight AEW. We will fight WWE. We will fucking fight with anyone and put our fucking show up against theirs. If you want to talk about 2 hours of wrestling content that is fucking electric and awesome, we're just trying to put on the best show that we can because that's what our fucking rapper boss wants. Yeah. You know what I mean? He don't give a fuck about politics, bro. He's not worried about it. He wants, okay, grab that guy from AEW. Get that guy from TNA. I want to see them wrestle each other. Bro, if you hear Westside Gunn talk, you're going to die. He's a hilarious human.
I feel like I just did.
Yeah, he's a hilarious human. And Smoke Dizza is a hilarious human who has a great laugh. And when a guy's got a great laugh,
that helps.
Oh, man, does it ever. Yeah. So my bosses love to laugh, and I love to fucking make people laugh. So we've been doing well. And, you know, Fourth Rope is really a breath of fresh air for me and pro wrestling. But the best part about it for me is it's allowed me to be a producer, a show writer, and a creative. And there's only 3 or 4 of those jobs in my business.
Wow. So you're responsible for a lot of the storylining behind it.
My bosses are Westside Gunn and Smoke Dizza, and whatever they create, whatever they want, I create. So I don't book the show. Wrestlers hit me up; they want to get booked. They look. I could put in a word, and I could show a video or fucking show a picture, and to my guys, you know what I mean. But like, dude, don't get it twisted. Like, I'm a wrestler on the show, but I am a fucking producer. So in Vegas, we had you know, the first ever black commentary team that I had ever heard, but our first ever black promoters. This is some groundbreaking shit, man. And we sold out you know, the show, and I won this title in a battle royal where I entered number 1 out of 20 people, and then I lasted the whole time, and I went over, as we say in wrestling. I went over. So I don't see a world where I could have that creative freedom and write that show and do that, bro. Like, imagine I show up to the Royal Rumble, bro, and I'm like, hey, listen, okay, here's how it's going down. I'm entering number 1, all right? All 19 of you motherfuckers are going to come in here, right? I'm going to toss you all out. I'm going to be the last guy left, and Pamela Anderson's going to come in here, right? Fucking Pam Anderson's going to raise my hand. I'm going to be the fucking champ for the next fucking year, maybe 2, all right? Dude, no. So, like, if I go to the WWE, it's like, wait, what do you want? Okay.
Yes, sir.
See you later. I get it. You know what I mean? Like, it's a multi-national, multi-billion-dollar corporation now owned by BlackRock. So, like, dude, like, there's a certain level-headedness you have to have when you're competing in the biggest, promotion in the world. So I've managed to find myself in a position where my boss used to sell crack. And I am a show writer, wrestler, and you know what, man? The most gratifying thing for me in this business now at my stage, bro, there used to be a lot of production that went into a lot of what I did. Camera angles, facials, thinking about it overnight, thinking about it during the day, thinking about it, bouncing this shit off. You were talking about a job where you got to learn how to work with others. Try putting your life in someone's hands. Because everything I let you do to me, I let you do to me.
Right.
You're not a fucking tough guy. And that's where I fucking drew the line. And that's where I said to you, I realized that none of the shit that I did in college football fucking mattered. The 40 time didn't fucking matter anymore. The 56-inch box jump didn't fucking matter anymore. The amount I bench press 225 don't fucking matter anymore. It matters to the gladiator.
Yeah.
Win the people, win your freedom.
Yeah. Win the crowd.
Win the crowd,
Yeah.
win your freedom.
Yep.
That is what this is. That is the world in which I live in. Win the people, win your freedom. Okay? I was able to do that with a microphone. Absolute freedom. And I have absolute freedom now on a microphone, and I'll say whatever the fuck I want, whatever the fuck I want to say it on Fourth Rope. And that's why it will be the hottest pro wrestling show on the planet. Because we don't give a fuck. We got rappers that own our shit. We're cool, bro. We're the cool kids on the fucking block. We really fucking are.
How much of a change? I mean, you hinted at it earlier, and then we got off of it, though. How much of like a mental change is it once they did make you the heel? And even if you didn't want to do that, where you go from
I had no choice
nice
but to
guy
do what they
clean
said.
to now like,
Bro,
fuck.
Look, you got a job, man, and if you are working on the biggest fucking show on the planet and there's 8 matches on a fucking card, you're lucky to get on one, right? Yeah, so you got 8 matches and the heavyweight titles in the main event. You got the female championship, the ladies championship match. You got the cruiserweight title. You got the tag team titles, the women's tag team titles, right? You got the Intercontinental Championship. You got the U.S. Championship, bro. Bro, how many fucking matches are left on this card that aren't for titles?
Yeah.
2, 3?
Right.
Now, if you can get in the opener, bro, the referee comes through the curtain and these people blow their fucking load, dude. You know what I mean? They're at the WWE. The first match is a hot match, dude. And I personally, in pro wrestling, if you ask me, bro, and especially at Fourth Rope, I either fucking open the show or I close the show. You know? Show a little fucking respect. You know what I mean? The fuck are we talking about? So, and that's kind of the job of the flyweight champion right now at Fourth Rope as we build this thing from the ground floor. Zilla Fatu is the heavyweight champion. His father is a famous wrestler named Umaga who passed away. I believe in this young kid. He's we all got a lot to learn when we're his age, and Lord knows I did. Right. But as I come up through this business, the most gratifying thing for me at this level with what I'm doing is working younger guys. As we call them in my business, green. And to that point, I was just wrestling for the company I work for in Poughkeepsie. About once a month, we do a show, and dude, we sell out the Mid-Hudson Civic Center, MJN Center, dude. That's like fucking a few thousand, 3,000-4,000 people, bro. And we do a show there like once a month, and word has traveled, bro. I wrestled Jerry the King Lawler in a fucking casket match there.
Casket match?
72 years old, bro. Pull that motherfucker up, bro.
You wrestled a 72-year-old?
72-year-old, and we made it believable, and I made it real. And the promos leading up to this thing, bro.
That's elder abuse.
If you find me wearing like a rainbow, you see this match. Okay, so this picture has, as you can see, Cody Rhodes, Enzo with the Enzo that I got a cease and desist letter from the WWE. So please don't try to pull this off my Instagram, guys. Actually, I got a letter from Jerry McDermott, who's Vince McMahon's lawyer directly, that said no more Enzo. So that's why Real One, my music persona, is now my wrestling persona as well.
Okay.
Luckily, I own that. So anyway, you got
Can I see this bad boy?
You got Big Show. You look at the people on that. So that's independent wrestling. That's before Cody Rhodes goes back to the WWE. Right. So in this weird matrix of crossover fucking Enzo, this guy that's been blackballed, is on shows having a Jerry the King Lawler casket match with Cody Rhodes and the Big Show. See, that's independent wrestling, but that's the MJN Center. That's Poughkeepsie. Shout out Lombardi and the guys at NEW on that show. But the show that we do now, Awesome Championship Wrestling, has a lot of these stars from all over the country, all over. And in Poughkeepsie, it's one of these lost relics. Like,
what do you mean?
A place that's stuck in.
Like it's still in that era.
They're still in. When wrestling comes to that building, it reminds all the people that watched Raw in the 1990s when they had Hulk Hogan and Macho Man. Miss Elizabeth debuted in that building with Macho Man. Andre the Giant got his famous hair cut by Big John Studd in that building. The 1, 2, 3 Kid beat Razor Ramon in that building. The first and only ever do a WWE Cruiserweight tour happened in that building. I was a fucking crown jewel on that motherfucker. Yeah, but so this building is storied, and it's a great show. So it's this stronghold for pro wrestling, and it happens in Poughkeepsie. And man, I love doing that show, dude. So I tell the guys that run that show, I go, bro, I'll do this show once a month until I'm Jerry Lawler 72. Like,
got a lot of time.
Like, bro, this is nothing for me to come make fun coming out. You know what I mean? A couple little fucking, a couple of hours. And then my parents get to go to that show. So my mom and dad will ride up. And my mom and dad, I tell those guys, I'm the national champion of ACW. I go, I want to be in the opener. The opener, the crowd's always hot, right? Mm-hmm. And I defend this title. It's kind of like their Intercontinental title. And my parents get to come up and get the fuck out.
That's cool.
Get the fuck out. So I'll do this show like once a month forever. Shout out Tommy Dreamer, the lead guy at TNA. He was the enforcer in my most recent match at ACW against Zach Clayton, who is married or dating or probably something like that. JWoww.
Oh, yeah.
Zach Clayton.
Jersey Shore JWoww.
JWoww, yeah, JWoww, dude.
Still kicking, huh?
Yeah, I just beat up on her fucking guy.
You just beat up on a guy?
I beat the shit out of him.
You beat the shit out of him?
I fucking beat him, buddy. And I hope he was playing 32 pickup with his fucking teeth, JWoww. I hope you like a fucking gumdrop. Ricola.
When was this?
Fucking in Poughkeepsie, New York. Just
very recently, though.
Very recently. August,
so he's still eating
August
to his straw.
28th, we got Westside Gun Day in Buffalo, the mayoral holiday of the fucking famous rapper. And then we got the 30th, I'll be in Boca Raton wrestling. And then I got...
Boca.
I'm fucking going to Boca, bro.
Boca.
We fucking going down Pensacola, Boca, fucking what you need. I got a guy in every fucking... Leave an old Cadillac with a key in a fucking gated community in the fucking lot of the fucking local FBO.
Oh, my God.
Well, how you flying, bro? Come on, we ain't going to Teterboro fucking logo FBO.
Who's the coolest guy you worked with over the years?
The coolest guy that ever lived is Kevin Nash, and he's rivaled there with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
You like
and
Steve?
They're probably like politically views, like they probably view the complete opposite. Like Kev is a liberal, like, and very like he'll say whatever the fuck he feels on the internet, and he don't give a fuck what anybody has to say about it. He don't care about splitting his audience, but he's got one of the best minds for pro wrestling. He's made millions of dollars in the business, and Stone Cold is just the coolest guy you'll ever meet in your life. That's why he's cool. Like
down to earth.
Bro, they tell you don't meet your heroes because they'll let you down. I met them all. One guy that I never, ever really got close with or wanted to was Shawn Michaels because, as I mentioned, he was my fucking hero when I was a kid. And I was like, bro, I don't need this guy fucking hating me. You know what I mean? Like, he gets fucking more than 10 minutes around me. He might fucking turn around like, that motherfucker, bro, fuck that guy, dude.
Get this Jersey trash out of here.
Yeah, man. So I never wanted to disappoint that motherfucker, bro. So I never really got to know Shawn. I loved him, though. My boss was Paul Levesque. I loved him, too, DX. He changed my life forever. I never got to know the guy, you know, my boss. You know, just he was he was a drill sergeant. At that time, he was building something big, man. He built something really fucking big, and it was a certain level to we need to do it like this at that point in time that, you know, you can never let the talent become a friend, you know, or let them in.
Separation.
Separation. And I'm sure I came up through NXT, which was his baby. He just created this brand new product. He poached talent from the most notable independent organizations, I guess you would say, or other wrestling promotions around the world. And he got the best wrestlers from TNA, from Ring of Honor, from New Japan to come. Really, he created something in Orlando that became somewhat of a function of the vacation crowd that is a stronghold and will probably never ever go anywhere, where they shoot weekly television live and fill up the place every week in Orlando. And that is his farm system that has giant warehouses and multiple rings in it and the best trainers and green screen rooms and the best athletes in the world are now getting NIL deals to go learn how to be a wrestler. And when I got recruited by him, I had to be the only other person outside of Charlotte that wasn't wrestling. So Charlotte's dad's Ric Flair. She grew up in the fucking business, all right? So, like, yeah, there's that, but she never wrestled before. And I never wrestled before. And Mojo Rawley and Baron Corbin were in the NFL. And outside of us four, no one else made it. Wow. All the people that they got that wrestled, that they brought in these independent wrestlers from all over the Ring of Honor, all the first class that Triple H ever hired were the only ones that made it. 2 guys in the NFL, Ric Flair's daughter, and Enzo, the fucking guy from the moving truck, dude. How you fucking know?
Because you guys knew how to entertain. And you had athleticism in other
Man,
ways.
it's just timing, bro. Like, it's getting the right opportunity at the right time in front of the right crowd, man. Because I knew so many fucking great wrestlers. Like, we lost one recently. He got shot in the stomach. A fucked up story, man. And
who's this?
I advise anybody to go look up this story and go find his GoFundMe for his son Zach. Because my good friend Kevin Nickel, his son Zach, is going through something fucked up, bro.
He got shot?
Yeah, man, I could get fucked up from it. But he was my best friend.
What
dude.
happened?
Man, he had an ex-wife who fell off the wagon, started doing drugs. He got custody of his son. So he wins the custody of his son. He goes to pick up the last of his belongings or something like that at the woman's house, and she sets him up and has him shot in the stomach, and the people flee. He bleeds out on in the hospital or on the way to the hospital. I don't know if he knew he was dying. I don't know what the last fucking few hours of his life were like, man. It's one of the most tragic situations in pro wrestling. This is my best buddy, bro. You want to talk about one sick fuck? You want to talk about somebody who is fucking hilarious? I mean, this guy was built for pro wrestling. And I have a match with him where you could find me and him wrestling, bro. He told me he wanted to bleed, right? So this is me and him just working on the fucking fly because we know and trust each other better than anybody on the planet. Like, I trust this motherfucker, and we're doing something you just never seen anybody else do in pro wrestling. It's called work a fucking lockup, dude. They skip that and get to the drop kick. But we learn better. We learn from the best coaches in the world. And of all the wrestlers that I wrestled with in NXT, that if I had to point and say, here's the one guy that, like, they missed on, like, that never got a shot, that, like, could have been huge, it's this guy, dude. He was scary.
And this was recent?
He was a scary motherfucker, bro. And I don't think he would have went down any other way, bro, than by the barrel.
This is recent when this happened?
He just died 2-3 weeks ago.
Oh, my God.
I don't know that he would have died any other way than the barrel of a gun, bro. He was a fucking sick fuck, dude. Hilarious. One of the funniest people I've ever been around in my life.
That's so sad, though.
Yeah, man. Me and him used to set up the ring. He taught me how to set up the ring. So
set up the ring?
When you get into this business, man, you got to learn how to set that fucking ring up for the guys who are out there bumping in it. All right? And if you don't take that part seriously, you ain't getting to the next part. And when I first broke in, I never wrestled before. Yeah. So I had to make myself useful, bro. How the fuck do you get, you know what I mean? Like, how do I earn respect to the boys? Well, I used to run and made sure I got a shoulder under every ring post. You know, there's 4 of them. So if I touch all 4 ring posts and I learn how to set up this ring, and that guy was a sick fuck who knew how to set up the ring, dude. And me and him would set the ring up, and then we'd load the truck for this guy named Steve Kern, who at the time, before FCW became developmental NXT for Steve Kern, was Dusty Rhodes. Steve Kern had a promotion called Florida Championship Wrestling that dated back to the fucking 70s. That's name kind of lingered throughout Florida, and it had a stronghold in Tampa where they had a facility with 2 wrestling rings. And then what I thought, to this day, like, bro, I could close my eyes and probably remote view the Florida Championship Wrestling facility.
Remote view it.
Yeah, like Joe McGonigal.
Uh-huh.
I can fucking close my eyes and Joe McGonigal, just fucking put my goggles on and fucking get my Joe McGonigal right into the fucking middle of Dale Mabry Boulevard in Tampa, bro. So there's this place in Dale Mabry that's an old black warehouse that the greatest memories for anybody, bro. You ask anyone who was in the WWE, the only place they ever wanted to be. They grew up watching the product I watched. Look, and I'm fucking a product of here. I'm a Northeast guy. So Madison Square Garden is the Mecca.
Yep.
The Izod Center wasn't, the Prudential Center wasn't even a thing when I was a kid growing up.
That's never been
Continental
Mecca for
Airlines
anybody.
Arena.
Yeah.
So I didn't know about like the wrestling in the South. I didn't know about WCW and all that shit. And by the time I have action figures, my parents don't even want to tell me about more wrestling because I'm a violent kid getting kicked out of school and shit, you know, being an asshole. So I went to alternative school, bro. I took an alternative route and I ended
Alternative.
up. Oh, yeah, buddy. Shout out to fucking Paul G. Davis and, Craig, Robert L. Craig in Moonachie, bro. I was a bad kid. Rode a short bus to school. It's a long story. It's a short bus, but it was. I used to ride every day with a kid named Raymond who spelt out everything he saw. He'd be like, stop, S-T-O-P. And you just like, this is real life, man. So I knew I wanted to be a wrestler, and they knew to put me on the short bus with all the other kids. So I killed it on the SAT, and then they knew I could go play college football.
They're like he's not.
Bro, hey, listen. I always say it, right? Because you know this as well as anyone, and you speak to a lot of them, and you know people. The comedian has always got the best lens, the most rational thought. The guy who says the things, that's also not afraid to say the things. The George Carlin,
Yeah.
like the Andrew Schultz of the world now, like they are making light of the world around us.
You have to. You need that.
The world around us. And as the wrestler who witnessed the craziest timing, like my life was timing. I was in the right room at the right time a lot of the time. The day I debuted on TV just so happened to be an NXT show that John Cena was on. John Cena was booked in the dark match by Triple H and the powers that be to hold the town. See, if you book John Cena on NXT and we're starting this brand new thing, but you bring John Cena down, it's a big event for all the people that are coming, right? We're not going to fucking let John Cena walk through the curtain until the show's over. You know what I'm saying? Because if we bring him out at the beginning, nobody's going to stay.
Yeah, they're all gone.
So there's a 4-hour episode of NXT, and it just so happens to be the night that I debut. And I've never wrestled before. And I'm just sitting backstage eating a fucking donut. I got hammered drunk the night before because today's my day off, bro. I've been coming to all these NXT shows, dude, and they haven't used me on any of them, right? So this ain't like practice. Every day on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm waking up at 6 a.m. and beating Bill DeMott's fat ass to work. Hey, Bill, I beat your fat ass to work every fucking day. Everybody in the WWE can kiss my ass because they know it's true that I beat everyone to work in NXT every day. I woke up and I sat on the stairs and waited for the guy to open the door. Bang. That's how you get where you want to get, kids. Be the first guy in and the last guy to leave. So
That's right. That's why you're the first guy on the block every day.
I did it, bro. So I don't have to fight. It's not a lie. So if you ask Seth Rollins or ask Roman Reigns, who was the first guy sitting on the steps of FCW every day waiting for you guys to open the fucking door, they'd say it was Enzo. That's exactly right. Who's the first guy to get a sneaker deal in the WWE?
Enzo.
Nothing's a coincidence, kids. Nothing's a coincidence. So, yeah, so I was telling you about something.
But now you're into aliens.
I was out there sucking on myself. Yeah. A blowjob's better than no job, kids.
But now you sit around and watch alien videos.
Yes, UAPs.
You think it's real?
I'm all in on everything. I have videos I could show you where I've seen things in the sky. But
you've seen stuff.
I saw a thing in France that I could show you. It'll blow your fucking mind.
In France?
Yeah.
Where?
After I prayed to Saint Michael, too, which was odd.
That's interesting.
It was odd, right?
Yeah.
I was having a prayer.
Where were you
having
and
a little
what'd
prayer.
you say?
I don't know if you believe in the stones, but I know all about the telepathy tapes. And there's no question that I've got a touch of the you-know-what. And
a little tism next
oh, buddy, come on. You kidding me, bro? I mean, how did I fucking do the SATs? I was cheating off the kid next to me. I don't know how the fuck do we have the same test? Like, what are the odds of that shit? I don't fucking know, bro. But I got into college. I got into the same school that John Cena went to. So you can't tell me nothing, all right? And he done well for himself. The pride of the pride, by the way, because that's what they're called. The pride. And I'm not speaking about the pride of Asbury Park.
I thought about the flags.
I'm not talking about the pride of Asbury Park. I'm talking about the pride of Springfield College. A pack of lions.
I don't judge, bro.
It's a pack of lions. Much like my family, the LYONS Lions of New Jersey. Okay? And my grandmother, as I was so briefly touching on earlier, was sold as a slave to a Canadian family during the fucking potato famine in Ireland.
Indentured servitude shit, right? Yep. Yeah. Wow.
Yep. So that's true shit.
Yeah.
Swear to God. And now I got my fucking Irish passport. So when I busted into Europe the first time, our buddy, mutual friend, Finn Balor, better known as Finn Balor, Fergal, we're walking into fucking overseas into Europe, and he knows that I'm a European citizen, but nobody else knows because I didn't tell him really. So we're like landed, and all the people are waiting on lines for customs. You know what I'm saying? And I just breezed in the line of Europe, dude. I can't even tell you how many European wrestlers looked at me like, Enzo, you're in the wrong line. I'm like, am I, bitch? Bop. That's a motherfucking European passport. I've never even been in this country. If this doesn't tell you who the fuck I am as a human, I don't know what the... I just partnered up with this 7 feet tall guy who was tall so I could go, and you're 7 feet tall, and you can't teach that. Right? It's like, bro... Like, hey, bro, can you help me? Can you help me help myself here, bro?
You didn't throw on your Conor McGregor accent to fuck with him?
Oh, dude, I was doing McGregor. Bro, I went to the Conor McGregor-Floyd Mayweather fight because Vince McMahon sent me there. Vince McMahon...
He sent you there?
Vince McMahon, bro, when I'm telling you, I was the cruiserweight champ of the fucking world, bro. Vince McMahon made me tweet, pulled me into a room. Big Cass is my eyewitness because thank God he was a witness because people probably even fucking wouldn't believe me. Me and Big Cass are breaking up, and they pull him into a room, and we're a tag team breaking up, and they tell him what he's doing, and then Vince tells me what I'm doing, and he goes, you're going to be the cruiserweight champ, and I want you tweeting at Conor McGregor picking a fight. We want McGregor for fucking WrestleMania.
Oh, you want McGregor?
For me versus McGregor. Whoa. Because I'm becoming a bad guy heel, but I'm becoming the bad guy heel that runs his mouth, and runs away. You get it?
Yeah.
The flair thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I got more money than you, I'm the champ. And when you give the heel the title, you give him a license to kill on the microphone. Because now, even though everybody watched the match, and for 20 fucking minutes, I got my ass kicked. Just 20 minutes of getting my ass kicked. And then, on the 19th minute, I kick him in the fucking nuts when the referee's not looking, and I put my feet on the ropes and I pin him, right? And I run out of the ring with the title, and now what do? I tell everybody, I beat his ass for 20 minutes, 20 long minutes. I whooped his ass all the way from fucking Broadway to fucking Fifth Avenue, back around the corner, and then I fucking won this title because I'm the best in the world, and you all saw it, and you all know it. It's the tale old as time, right? I'm the bad guy who just told, bro, we just watched you get your ass kicked for 20 minutes. You just kicked him in the nuts. But you won the match. You won the match. So you still are the champion. You still are the champion. So this is the license to kill as a heel. So I became a champion not with my partner Big Cass as a babyface. I was a babyface with Big Cass, and we were one of the most popular acts at the time in NXT. And then we became the #1 merchandise sellers in all of pro wrestling, surpassing John Cena as rookies. That was fucking nuts. And nothing can prepare.
Do you get a piece of that?
People, 2.5%. Enough money to change my fucking life forever. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. You spare me a fucking shekel? Guys, what the fuck is going on? You fucking guys. Fucking pennies from heaven. They answered all my prayers, though. They really did, dude. They really did. No, it was a dream come true to work for them and be out there in front of a lot of people, and they never forget you. That's the most important part, man. And it offered me an opportunity. I want to show one piece that will give you more insight into why, when I was a baby face, I say all the time, look it, man, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Look at the guy who is the champion, Cody Rhodes, in the WWE. His mentor was my boss, Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes would tell you I'm the fucking best. His fucking dad would tell you, bro. His fucking dad would tell you. Dusty Rhodes put the microphone in my fucking hand. And then he told the writers to let Enzo say what he wants, right? And that's to a degree. I mean, when they write, how are you, I could change it to how you doing. But when they say
semantics,
when they say you're doing this and you're doing that, I fucking do this, I do that,
right.
right? But here's the thing. I can't sit here and fucking begin to tell you what it's like to wrestle as me unless you're me. But when you go through the fucking curtain, I got him by the balls from the second I fucking go out there with my entrance till the second the match is over. And I don't have to fucking dive. I don't have to flip. I don't have to grab tables, ladders, or chairs. I do not have to do that shit. I do not have to fucking bleed. And that is called cheap pop in my business. And as I say, I don't drink RC Cola. Okay? I earn this shit by writing better material, and that's what I am. I'm a writer. That's what I am. People say, okay, I'm a writer at Fourth Rope. I'm a producer at Fourth Rope. I'm a wrestler at Fourth Rope. But in the WWE, I was the writer of promos. And I have written more promos if I died today than fucking anybody will ever. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. You're not me, so you don't know what's in my phone. But I've written more fucking wrestling material promos than anyone ever will. I know it thoroughly. Actually, John Cena probably knows it because the first time I worked with John Cena, I pulled out a book, a binder that I should have brought here that's this thick. It's 1,000 pages, thousands of pages. Columnized like a newspaper because I went to school for journalism. I would column my shit and just write it. And I would just free write.
You went from the short bus to journalism. That's a step
I knew
up.
how to write, but I just didn't know how to spell. That's why I made all my money going SAWFT. Soft. I think I'm joking, man. So this. I was working with John Cena, and I cut a promo with him in the ring in Washington, D.C. He was my tag team partner. And that day, when you're working with John, you can do whatever you want. John shows up to the building, and we're on John's time. So when I show up to the building and I'm in NXT, I'm talking to the guy that I'm wrestling the second I find out I'm wrestling to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're sitting by the ring and we're talking about what we're going to do. And then we're waiting for a producer. And then we're going to tell us. When John shows up to the building, he's signing 1 million autographs. He's taking 1 million pictures. And he'll fucking get to you when he fucking gets to you, bro.
Right.
And when he gets to you, he is more calm, cool, and collected than anybody you've ever met. And he'll go through the curtain and not know what he's going to do. On the microphone or in the ring.
So he's an improviser.
And I am now the only guy I've seen doing it. I don't know if anybody else is doing it. If you're doing it, show me, motherfucker. Please, show me. Show me. Because it fucking probably sucked. I had the honor and the privilege of doing what I do now all over the world, but in front of Bret Hart in the dungeon. The famous Bret Hart dungeon, okay? The dungeon family, Stu Hart had a big, he had a basement, bro, and that's where motherfuckers went hard and learned how to wrestle, and it's the shit of lore. And Bret Hart now runs Dungeon Wrestling, which was formerly known as Stampede Wrestling, at the Stampede Arena in Calgary, where he is God. If you go there, Bret Hart is the
Hitman Hart, yeah.
Bro, Bret the Hitman Hart walks around Calgary with fucking police escorts, like, but doesn't need them. They want to be around him. Like, I'm talking about, like, bro, everyone and their uncle, he is the man, bro, in Calgary. And the Stampede is called the Stampede because they wrestle in an old horse Stampede place. They have a little arena in it. And that's a very famous arena where fucking grit wrestling was wrestling in the 60s, 70s. And so I wrestled in front of Bret, but I went up to Bret, and I had my little brother Bret, who's named after Bret. Your
little brother's named after
my little
Bret
brother
Hart?
was born on June 13th. On June 11th, I watched Bret Hart wrestle in the Izod Center. I still have the ticket, Continental Airlines Arena in Jersey. And me and my dad, my family, we named Bret, my brother, after Bret Hart.
Wow.
So, and my little brother's name is Bret Hart, kind of, you know. So I tell my brother, I'm like, bro, bring the camera out. I got one for you. So we go there, and I broke down the fourth wall for my brother, but I've never showed the footage. I don't figure out what I do with it when the time is right. But I knew what I was doing that day. Nobody else is doing. So I went there, and I said, hey, Bret, do you mind if I fucking call it completely on the fly in the ring to your boy? So I wrestled Bret Hart's protege, his personal assistant, a pro wrestler that is constantly with Bret. Working with him all the time and wrestling in the dungeon. His name is Mo Jabari. And I know Mo can go because I've wrestled him before. So I have a little feel for you. So once I have a little feel for you and we've done things before, when I pick you up and I might do something, you know what I'm probably going to do.
Right.
If I pick you up over my head, you know what I'm going to do, right?
Right.
That was all I needed, but I wrestled this kid on the fucking fly, but I had my brother filming it so you could kind of see where I'm calling it, and like I'm calling it completely on the fly, and I go 20 fucking plus minutes in the ring, complete improv.
For 20, that's a long
20 plus. The other night I did it for 36 minutes in ACW.
Total improv.
Curtain to curtain, but this was different because it was a main event. So I went 20 minutes in the semi-main event with but the reason why I say this is because I did it in front of Bret Hart. Now, you see, I don't give a fuck what the fans think about me as a wrestler, what they think they know, what they think they know about me as a quote-unquote shooter in pro wrestling, right? Like a fighter, like someone who knows how to take you down, or judo, or someone who does jujitsu, or a boxer, whatever you're, taekwondo, whatever you're a shooter at. I mean, I know that Vince McMahon used to, he had a few guys, Johnny Rodz being one of them. Vince McMahon Sr. would have guys, let's say you're a green kid in pro wrestling, you're going to the ring in Madison Square Garden, and Vince McMahon wants to know if you can go or not. He'll send his guy, Johnny Rodz, to the ring with him. You wrestle Johnny Rodz. Johnny Rodz comes through the curtain and he looks at Vince and goes, yay or nay. That's it, right? Can he wrestle? Does he have a future? Because if Johnny Rodz can't pull a match out of you, then you fucking suck, dude.
You're done.
Yeah. So I work completely on the fly now, and I don't do it to disrespect old guys or veterans in my business, so I don't really work them. I work guys that are young, that are hungry, that want to wrestle Enzo Amore, that are going to get something out of it. Like I got something out of wrestling John Cena and with John Cena. Because the only other person and performer I know in my business that does what I do is John Cena.
That's amazing.
Fuck what you heard. Fuck what you heard. It's what you're hearing. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, I don't know anybody else besides John that would just show up and call it 2 minutes before he goes through the curtain. So that's what I do.
That's wild that he's the guy that's like that too, because he's the dude, as you've alluded to and everyone out there knows, has the most cameras on him everywhere he goes. Every little move he does is watch. He's larger than life. That's
why he's the fucking best, bro. Fuck what anybody says. John Cena's the best at what I do. It has nothing to do with how much he bench presses, whether he can lift you up over his head or anything. It has strictly to do with timing and the crowd.
Right.
Two things. The crowd and timing. Watch his matches without your eyes. Just listen. That is the indicator. And when I would go to shows, the old Eddie Guerrero shit, I go in and I listen to the opening of the show, right? I go out there and I listen to the intros and then match one. And if I hear, ooh, ah, whoa, whoa, that's blood and guts, man. They're popping for the fucking blood and guts. And if I hear, ah, ooh, ah, I know those are kids and wives out there and families, and we got to put on an entertainment. We're doing Doink the Clown. We're doing fucking running and chucking and diving. And then oh wait, this is a blood and guts crowd. I'm cutting my forehead open. I'm bleeding. And I'm getting hit with chairs. That's what they're going to pop for. So Eddie Guerrero would go to the curtain before every single show, and he told this to my coach, Joey Mercury. So Joey Mercury then said it to me, and I was a big carrier on of this. I don't need to hear it. I don't need to see it. I need to hear it. So I'll go out there and I'll listen to you, and I'll know what you want.
Give the people what they want.
And give the people what they want. You know what I mean? And so I've learned how to wrestle completely without talking to my opponent outside of the finish. So we'll figure out what it is that we're going to do for the 1, 2, 3. But outside of that, I'm going to talk to you out there, and no one's going to know I'm talking to you. And I will call everything, every single thing. And it might be one word, it might be 3 words, it might be a conversation. But you won't fucking know. And that's the lost art of what it is that I do. And to me, it meant more than anything to learn how to do that better than anyone in the world, because when I was in the WWE, I was the most highly produced wrestler maybe there. Like, I'm greener than goose shit. I just learned how to wrestle underneath of your umbrella. You know what I mean? And it's raining cats and dogs all the fuck around me, bro. And so, like, I'm this character, and I got a spot on the card that's an 8-match card, and I'm not in the main event having title matches where I'm going through tables and shit, but eventually I become the main event of Monday Night Raw with the Cruiserweight Championship, which is insane.
Unique.
I'm the only person to ever main event Raw with the Cruiserweight fucking title that I know of. It might have happened.
Unique road to get there, though, in every way.
Every way. But at the time, Brock Lesnar was the heavyweight champion of the world. He was on a, like, I'll show up once a month type shit. You know what I'm saying? They were building up this big star. So who was going to be on the 3-hour thread of Monday Night Raw for the 25th anniversary, the Cruiserweight champ?
Right.
And that's a 3-hour thread of the biggest show of all time. The next day, I'm fucking fired. 3,000 people show out to Times Square based on a picture. I drop a music video that gets millions of views. Then my next wrestling booking. Well, here's the thing, right? Well, I've never really called WWE because I'll be honest with you, man. I don't want to face that demon of like the same.
You don't want to face that demon?
No, face the demon of what happens when they don't answer. You know what I mean? You know, like, be honest with yourself. Like, do I have Hunter's number? I've shot him texts, you know, Happy Father's Day, Merry Christmas, and gotten responses, which is like good enough for me. But have I picked up the phone to call anyone there and ask for my job back that can give it to me? Fucking no. But
it's worked out for you.
But that's the thing, man. I'm not one of those who complains about his situation because I saw my best friends die. I saw a guy try to kill himself and my tag team partner, Big Cass, with alcohol that you can't imagine being consumed. I'm talking about Andre the Giant shit. I walked in on, I'm doing an autograph signing in Chicago with Big Cass. The next day I fly home. My phone's ringing from his mom. Big Cass, I have his mom's number. She's calling me. I answer. She goes, yeah, I share locations with Cass. I have his location. He hasn't left Chicago. I'm like, well, what the fuck you mean? We just did a signing last night. He's supposed to be on a flight. I call my homies in Chicago to go check on him at the hotel room. Dude, he sends me a video. I'm FaceTiming him. Bro, there's fucking 230 racks. Between the time that I saw Cass at 10 p.m. at night and this next morning, he's cleared 230 racks, 3 bottles of Jack, like cases of wine. No human can drink this much except for fucking Andre the Giant and probably Big Cass. He's 400 pounds. He's out of shape. He's trying to kill himself, and I'm trying to talk him off a cliff, and I don't fucking know. Bro, I'm the cat calling the kettle black. I'm over here smoking a fucking joint. Hey, bro, you need to fucking stop drinking that shit, you know what I mean? Smoking a cigarette, you know, you need to... But I was trying to be there for him, and look at dude, I'm no help. He had to help himself, man. He needed to do what he needed to do, and he found an angel in his wife Lexi. I can't even begin to explain what I witnessed. I didn't think there was any coming back from this for him. I was 100% certain Big Cass was like, we had to get him help. So here's what happens. I go to Chicago. I fly back the same fucking day. So I fly from Chicago to New Jersey. I book myself a flight, and then I get back to Chicago. I know Cass can't get on no fucking airplanes, and there ain't nobody else but Animal to help Hawk, and Hawk to help Animal. This is real life tag team shit. This is WWE tag team shit. This is Enzo and Cass, bro. And nobody can find out about what Cass is going through right now. And I got to come in and take the flight on the same fucking day. But only him and I can have this relationship, dude. Where when I walk into a hospital and he's there hooked up to an IV because he just had a seizure and nearly died from a fucking OD from alcohol. You can't quit alcohol cold turkey.
Right.
My man tried to quit alcohol cold turkey, seizured out.
Yep.
I walk in the hospital, dude. I haven't seen this guy in years. We actually had a falling out on the way out of WWE. On my way out the door, I was not friends with him anymore. And
what happened?
It took a toll on us, man. Just being tag team partners. Everything that he did, everything that I did, it was married. So when you get in trouble, I get in trouble. When I get in trouble, you get in trouble. It's one thing after another, bro. You know, you're a tag team partner. You're married to each other, as we say in my business.
Is there also like an ego thing there in the sense that...
Yeah, he wanted his singles run. I was down for mine. I knew I was going to be a cruiserweight. The goal was he goes his way, becomes a champion. I go my way, become a champion. We come back together. We fight, Shawn and Diesel style. But that's not what God had planned. And God had a greater plan for the both of us because what he's managed to do since he left WWE is far greater than what you can achieve in a wrestling ring. I mean, he helps people, bro. People DM him, and he answers. It's heart wrenching. So I know I'm the worst. I'm doing a lover right now. So I get to fucking Chicago, bro. I throw Cass over my shoulder. I put him in a rental car, and I'm driving to fucking Queens, New York, to meet his mom, to drop him off at the hospital.
You drive from Chicago to
What am I gonna do? Put him on a fucking flight?
What?
This fucking 7-foot tall guy falling all over the place. I had to put him in a fucking wheelchair, push him through the hospital, get him in the fucking car.
In the trunk?
And then I get in the car and I look at him and I'm like, you're paying for this. You're paying for the fucking flight. You're paying for the fucking rental car because this all just came out of my pocket off the money we made last night at the fucking meet and greet. You know what I mean? So only Enzo and Cash shit. But here's what I'm saying. The first time I'd seen him was right before this. He had relapsed. This was the relapse. Before that, he quit cold turkey. He's in a hospital. I walk in the room, dude. Haven't seen each other. We hate each other. I walk in and I see him, dude. Immediate pop. In a hospital gown, laid up to IVs, walk in the room immediately laughing. Because the thing is, it's Enzo and Cass. We haven't seen each other in a while. And Enzo's looking at you like, bro, what the fuck did you do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, you got fucked up like that, dude? How long you been drinking, man? What the fuck happened, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying, dude? It's like, what the fuck, bro? When did this shit happen? How'd you fall so far off the wagon? So now we're in the shits. Now he's far off the wagon, and I'm in a car driving through Indiana, right? And I'm like, dude, you really fucked this one up, dude. Like, oh my God. I'm driving, I'm angry, but he's going on and off. He's going from hot to cold, singing Nirvana 1 minute, crying the next, dude. I see a sign for South Bend, Indiana, Notre Dame. I'm like, oh, bro, fucking dude. The only fucking thing that this guy, bro, what's better than Jesus? Football, Jesus. What? Well, it's just what we got to do. I fucking bang a left in Albuquerque. Speaking of, I actually did that, but that's another story for another day, probably. It has a lot to do with DMT. But anyway. I fucking, dude, I take this guy to South Bend.
I need a shower after this.
I'm a huge Notre Dame fan, and I've never been. I got this tattoo in Ireland.
I can tell.
Yeah, so I go to fucking.
Can you show that one again?
Hey, look at that guy.
What the
It's the little Notre Dame guy. It's the first logo. He's got the sig in a mat.
Was he drunk?
You remember when he had the sig in a mat?
The guy was drunk.
No, he
that
wasn't
one, right?
drunk. He did a good job. Fuck out of here. Hey, how about the Sinatra right here?
The Sinatra's nice.
Hey, that's Mark Mahoney.
Pull that
Shout
one
out,
out
hey,
again.
shout out Ricky Medlock and Leonard Skinner. Okay, want to talk about some real shit? You ever get your phone flipped?
Wait,
to
can
and
we
see
stay?
Leonard Skinner
Can we
on
stay
stage
on the
wearing a
South Bend
certified
thing?
G-shirt? All right.
All right, stay on that because we're never gonna get back.
We
to
get to South
whatever.
Bend on way from fucking Stairway to Heaven. No, that's Led Zeppelin. This is Skinner that I was talking about. But I got a story for you about Curtis Lowe as well. So. I go to South Bend, Indiana. We pull into the fucking park. We just go see football Jesus. We walk around and fucking, I'm fucking doing one for the Gipper here, and I end up with this guy in church, bro, just praying our asses off. I'm slightly autistic. I think he is too. So we got the beads. We're praying, bro, and these things got amethyst, so the manifestation's going to be good and real. So we
got the beads. What a lie!
Come on, guys, a little grace. So We fucking bust down, dude. I bought a bunch of beads that day. You ever been to the fucking South Bend, Indiana fucking bookstore? Get over to Notre Dame, greatest bookstore on the planet. Unfucking believable. So I get over to this guy goes on his way from that day, church, boom, goes to Queens, goes off to rehab, gets his shit together, signs a wrestling contract, gets another wrestling contract, and is wrestling in front of fucking, I don't know, tens, if not 100,000 in London, England for AEW at All In, making a real comeback. What a story.
That's awesome.
What a fucking story. He's still with us. And I've lost so many. I've lost so fucking many to pills and drugs. And see, the kids, they mix the uppers with the fucking downers. When we were growing up, that was... that's a lie. Half my friends are fucking dead, bro. So, yeah.
We got way off this earlier, but I wanted to ask about this, especially within like wrestling and some of the guys who struggle with that. Do you think more of that has come from the mental and physical toll of doing what they do on a day in, day out basis? Obviously, not just performing, but the things that go into being prepared for that? Or do you think it's more from, getting famous and being a part of the party lifestyle and just making one decision that kind of leads to others?
They have weeded that out so much, man. So fucking much. The business that I broke into, I was on the tail end of that shit. Because when I got into WWE, I never was in wrestling before that. So there's people that come into WWE with a wrestling background that there's, I'm sure, like every other job, every other genre of work, there's that drugging crowd, there's that drinking crowd, there's that smoking crowd, there's the crowd that does them all, right? So you're going to find those people, but WWE didn't let them through the door, bro. And I'll be honest with you, when I got signed to WWE, bro, I deleted my social media imprint upon signing.
Wow.
So that you could never find a trace of me on the internet before that. Because I'm sure I said some dumbass fuck shit when I was on MySpace and Facebook in 2005, bro. Read Lil Wayne,
Go to archive.io.
Oh,
Let's find Enzo's MySpace.
Oh, my God, bro. I was dropping the Big Dick Remix Volume 6 on that motherfucker, dude. I was out there mixtape Zo. My wrestling name was Long Dick Parmesan. I used to go by LDP. It was crazy. LDP, bro.
Well, speaking of LDP, that has nothing to do with it. What happened with this this weave went all over? What happened with this praying St. Michael in France, and then you see a fucking UFO? Is that what happened?
I could find the video just by going to France, and I'll show you.
Where were you in France?
So I could summon UFOs much like fucking your homie. And you think I'm not...
Who's my homie who can summon UFOs?
The motherfucker from, you know who the fuck he is, sat down with Danny. I know
Jesse?
That. No, not Jesse Michaels, man. This guy... Watch, I'm going to have the Fed O'Reillys rolling up at my fucking crib in no time. I'll show you so many videos. I got them, but...
You're not talking about Bledsoe.
Yeah, Bledsoe.
Ah, he's full of shit.
He's full of shit, right?
He's full of shit. Yeah.
Oh, but he's just a nice Christian.
Yeah, he's a nice Christian selling God and UFOs.
France. I'll just go to France. And here's... All right, so look it. There you will see. I don't want you... Don't play any volume. Because I'm so mind blown. I'm probably talking so crazy. St. Michael, look at what you're showing me. Holy shit.
Wait, why were you talking to St. Michael? Why
you zooming in on that? Hit pause.
Yeah.
Now look at all the colors. Now go through it slowly. Look at how it changes colors. Keep going. And look how it changes colors over and over again. You can see the craziest shit in that. And now I'll show you as it moves. I'll show you a multiple of those. I'll show you an array of those coming around. I'll show you me in New Jersey.
This is in Marseille.
That's in Marseille, France. That was the first time I saw him.
Could we pull up a map of Marseille, France?
So, first time I'm ever in Marseille, France. That was where I saw him.
2024.
Next time I saw them was in New Jersey right after that trip in my hometown of Waldwick.
So this was the early parts of the Jersey drones. It's the first Jersey drones.
But it came right after I saw that already.
That's interesting. Marseille, on the coast.
Yeah.
That is, wow.
Buddy.
I mean, I don't know what that is.
I'll show you
I don't know
multiple.
if it's a UFO, but that
was what I'm saying. It could be Starlink or something, right? No, it ain't a plane. I might have the craziest UFO footage on the fucking planet, and nobody knows it. But I'm on this show. Maybe that was the fucking plan here. Hey, when the feds show up at my fucking house, I need everybody to know here I'm not suicidal. Okay?
You don't look suicidal.
I'm not.
Yeah.
But I got the powers.
You think they've been here?
I got the powers to pull them in. I can pull them in off the fucking pier on Hoboken. I can show you. I can get those things to show up at the end of the pier.
You think they've been here?
I don't know what they are, but how about what the fuck is that, bro? Like, what the fuck is that? Why is it changing colors? Look at.
It is strange.
What is that? And why am I seeing it in Marseille? Now, here's the thing that I'm going to prove it to you, okay? So if you look, as you start playing, look at where that is right there, relative to that sign, okay? You see where that sign is?
Yeah.
Relative to that sign. Now, when I pull it up, you're going to see relative to that sign, this thing will move all the way across the grid here. So when it started, it wasn't there.
Yeah, but how far behind it is that?
The first video probably has the most. So look at where it is there. So look at where it is. You see that? It's off to the left of the sign. You see what I'm saying? Look at where it ends up. Closer.
It's far back
So
from the
look
horizon.
at where it is up there. Yeah. All right, now I show you.
How much time apart is that from the first
4
video?
or 5 minutes, and I discovered multiple, though. But there was, look at that thing fucking going, bro. What the fuck is that?
That is a little strange.
And there was multiple I discovered. Yeah, as you play it, it's like, what the fuck am I looking at? And then I see another one coming out. See, watch next to the sun. Right there.
Oh, there's two.
There was like 3. They were all moving around. I was like, what the fuck is going on, bro? What the fuck is that? And
there's a lot of colors on them, too.
I could pull up more of them, but from my hometown. All I got to do is look up a video of me shooting in the sky in Charlie Waldeck. Yeah, here.
This is later in 2024?
This is in 2024, and I'm looking.
Yeah.
And that's in fucking Waldeck.
Oh, wait, that's like... All right, so that one's not changing colors, though.
Yeah, it is.
That not like the other one.
The other one. This
the
is
other
going
one's
from green to blue, but it might switch colors.
Yeah, it's two colors. Yeah, that was
like
more
orbs,
like what the
right?
drones. That's what the drones here were.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. The orb things. So I'm like telling people, and they think I'm fucking nuts. So I don't say anything to anybody. I'm like, I tell my mom.
You just.
I know, I did. So I tell my mom and dad, I'm like this fucking guy, Chris Bledsoe. I can fucking summon these things, right? I'm like, you wouldn't even believe it, Mom. Watch this. Come outside. Watch this. I'm going to get one of these fucking things. I stand outside of my parents' front door after coming back from Marseille and seeing these things 2 nights in a row. I'm like, watch. I guarantee I'm going to pull one in from fucking here. I stood on my mom's front porch maybe 15, 20 minutes staring at the sky. Didn't see anything. All of a sudden, there one was. I pulled my phone out and I videotaped it. I have a bunch of those videos.
You think they've been here?
I don't know what the fuck's going on, bro. I'm pretty sure that pedophiles run the world and that aliens are real, that the DeFranco are here. And
took a left
just
turn.
fucking, everything Alex Jones said is fucking pretty much accurate.
There's little pieces in there where he's right.
No, I don't know what to believe anymore, but being on the other side of the curtain in the world of entertainment, and I've watched from a distance, and
it's working out for you, though. Everything's
I am more
out.
blessed than I've ever been. I have lost some incredible people in my life that I'll never get back. And I'll be honest with you, I thought I'd be back to WWE by now, and I was not. Dude, you couldn't have told me Bray Wyatt wouldn't be there with me. My best buddy is dead and gone. Brody, my buddy, dead, gone. The locker room's changed. The money's shifted. People made a lot of money in that business. I don't know. Money changes people.
Yeah.
Maybe some have changed. Maybe some haven't. People have had to get humbled, get fired, and come back. And so the landscape of pro wrestling has changed. The company I worked for has changed. The people that were in this business have changed. I lost a lot, and I learned a lot. When you get your whole life changed the way that I did in a matter of 24 hours, and your family goes through what mine went through, and you have nowhere to go, because at the time when I got fired, there was nowhere else to wrestle. It was WWE or nothing. Yeah. Now I've had to climb and figure out where I would go, and I'm not a politics guy. I never really hung out with wrestlers. I didn't sit around and play politics, you know.
Yeah.
I did this shit.
Yeah, you got your own lane, man. You got your own lane. It's worked out for you in the end. But it's nice to see you like doing well and doing your thing and being passionate about it, especially like bouncing back from all that, because you know it sucks when shit like that happens to people, and then again people are loud for.
But you don't have the platform.
The news drop.
You know, that was one of the hardest parts about it. Imagine having a microphone in one of the biggest stages in the world, and I'm the only guy getting a mic every night, dude. The fuck you heard? Yeah, John Cena's got a microphone every night of his career. So the fuck do I, Enzo Amore, bro, and I deserve it because I'm not gonna curse. I'm not gonna fucking risk the company and the PG thing that we got going on, and I'm not gonna. And you might have to. Me of all people, bro. Of all people.
This episode got age restricted.
If you got a fucking microphone in your hand in 2012 through 2018 and you're in the WWE, you ain't cursing.
Right.
And you better be trusted because the ultimate trust is
feel like your brain's short-circuited and not doing that.
The lifeblood of the business is that microphone.
Yeah.
I never even got caught on radio cursing, dropping an F-bomb.
Good for you.
I almost changed the way I spoke in real life to accommodate those things. Like I almost stopped cursing in real life. Now, dude, after watching a guy like Pat McAfee on ESPN dropping fucking F-bombs with his homies and shit, I'm like, dude, fuck this. The fucking wheels are off this. I'm fucking, bro, I cut a promo that was crazy not that long ago, and people were like, you're going to get canceled for that.
Nah,
and I was like, dude, my boss sold crack.
Yeah, you survived it all. You're good.
I am not, bro. You can no. I ain't getting canceled. I'm the flyweight fucking champ of the world for a reason.
And you still got it, bro. You're fucking nasty on that mic.
This is my gift. This is my gift from God, and I've always never really done a podcast for myself because I probably thought I would get myself in trouble. I was like, if the world lets me talk and the world hears me speak and the things that I'm always thinking about and the things that I'm actually reading into, like they don't know that I have a million, like you can't, bro, the hard drive I've got, the fucking cloud that I'm on ain't like yours.
I know. I just feel like I ran a marathon. I've been talking to you for 3 hours.
Yeah, I told you. I'm the one, bro. You ask me one question, I'll talk for an hour and a half.
You've done it for 3.
I've done it.
And boy.
Yeah.
All right, Enzo, dude, this was a blast.
Damage done. Fucking done here. Let's go see OG Bros get a fucking slice. Fucking
all right,
piece
everybody,
of pie.
you know what it is. Give it a thought. Get back to me. Peace. Thank you guys for watching the episode. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and smash that like button on the video. They're both a huge, huge help. And if you would like to follow me on Instagram and X, those links are in my description below.